Yeah, there we go, there we go. I've turned that up all the way. Right. That sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I can hear you good as well. Right. Battle of the two most not hated, but what is it?
I don't know. Biggest pair of cunts in Reading, but probably a bit early to say that.
Fuck the watershed.
Yeah. Sorry, AJ, the watershed's gone already.
No, there's
Oh, he's turned us down.
They do. Yes, you are. You are. Right, here we go. We're not. This isn't.
Lisa, can you sit down, please? The game's starting.
Right, are we ready now?
Here we go.
Is this? We're not loud enough, are we?
Oh.
I can't hear.
Well, that was some break to start off with. If that's going to be what the match is going to be like, great.
Oh, it's going to be a long night. So I thought it was going to be a breaking dish fest. Obviously not. What school do you go to, Harley? Prospect. I went there. Yeah. You don't go to Prospect. What's that? It says Aspire, Believe, Achieve.
Special
it's
needs.
got the Prospect. Yeah, it's a special needs school.
Sunshine bus. Oh.
Well. Yeah, that was terrible play.
It's like watching Jimmy Carney.
He's had a dig straight away.
He's in there straight away.
He's had a dig straight away.
Sorry, James, but you know.
Right, okay. What are you? Okay, right. So, Mr. Pugh-Roberts is in. He's in early. I hope this isn't a start. I hope this isn't
yeah,
a
exactly.
sign
I
of
mean,
things
sorry, I
to
know
come.
it's the first frame, but I wasn't even looking there for a few shots.
I've lost interest already.
How can we switch this channel to something else?
Yeah, I think there's the AGM's on the other channel.
And someone's doing some painting at the back. We could go and watch them. I think it'd be all right, liven up.
Yeah, well. It's a long way to go, though, isn't it, until it gets to 5-all or 10-all, and then it starts getting
I don't think they realise, actually, 33s, I mean, no one's going to win
it's a lot,
16, 17, 2, 17, 3, so it's going to be a long, long night.
It's going to be a long night. I think players...
I think it is dangerous. He's probably just going to try and force him, blast him away, and you can't do that, you know.
He can't, no.
He's just got to play the tails. If he makes it easy for him, it's going to be a completely different game.
Yeah, just remember what you are.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And don't try and...
and
that was a good shot, eh?
Sometimes the feelings, the emotions can run away, I've just got to smash him, and it never works like that, you know?
No. At the end of the day, if and when whoever wins, the bragging rights thing and having a dig at each other, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you win.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if there was 20 grand on this, that's not the point.
It doesn't matter.
It's just the winning, like, you know, and... But as you say, I think when a few more people get in here and lie on up a bit, they'll probably start playing a bit better, you know, and settle in. It's a bit quiet at the moment, isn't it? No one's here, and it's like sort of like a backroom game, like, you know. But
atmosphere's a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah, but we'll liven it up later on. Don't worry about that.
Well, as we get more and more drunk,
exactly.
So if anyone wants to
join us, come down.
Yeah, or feed us drinks.
Yeah, because me and Dan can't leave the table because of contract commitment. So if you just keep getting us drinks.
Obviously, ESPN will stop streaming it.
So just keep getting us drinks, and we'll give you a comment. I don't know if you can get into these or not, but
it's not a plant, is it? Surely. So what's he doing?
I really don't know.
What's he playing at? Maybe it is a plant. It's straight down on it.
Is it a cross double plant, maybe?
Well, that was crap, wasn't it?
Exactly, because he's not getting on his last ball, is he? I mean, this.
No. What is he taking on an England player for? He's shit, isn't he?
I actually hate
just where he wants him.
that's exactly. This is what really players should be doing, you know, because you can give it to players. If someone might not be as good as you, but you can give it to them sometimes, like, you know. But I don't like that England player tag. I hate that.
Well,
it's gone.
No disrespect to anyone that plays for England.
No, sorry,
because I've done it myself and so have you, but it doesn't mean an awful lot.
I am sorry, that probably came out a bit wrong. I mean, I'm not saying it's not nice to be an England player. That's great, but when someone says, "Oh, he plays for England," it's like, "Oh, you should fear him." It's not. You know what I mean? That's nothing at all like that.
No,
it's just it's an experience, and it's a great privilege to play. I played for 5 years, and it was actually fantastic.
Yeah, mate, playing for England juniors was one of the most. The best experiences. It was so
you can't. I mean, you'd never take it back. It served my time. It served my time, but it's gone now. Like, you know,
it's more like it's not any of the players that play for England or Scotland or Ireland anyone's fault.
No,
it's the fact that the organisation of it was crap.
Yeah, exactly.
And these events where they've got 700,000-800,000 people there for 6-7 nights, all paying money at the hotel. They're creaming it off the hotels.
Yeah,
and they're playing for fuck all. They're playing for nothing. That's why 75% of your best players in England don't play for England.
No. It's actually
because there's no point.
It's a horrible thought. It's kind of the situation now. If you've got a bit of money, you can play, Paul.
Yeah.
Come and play for us, like, you know.
Yeah. Pew started well there, though.
Yeah. He's actually rolled a couple in there.
Showing his England class. His
international breeding.
Well, you know.
A little bit wrong.
He is in theory a better player than Darren. I mean, Darren's never tried to go down the England route and play for, you know. But Darren can play the game.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he's actually.
Not a bad player.
I think it's because of his personality.
Because he's gobby. People
don't rate him,
crap,
but he's
actually not.
He's actually one of these players you put in the category of being underrated. If you know what I mean.
He probably is underrated. Yeah.
He can do damage to people, but
he's all right. Yeah.
But people don't think of that because he's hilarious.
Yeah. But Rich there has played a bit of a. When he had that red over the yellow over the corner. When Darren.
See, that's
fucking dreadful.
They have to go for it. He could have come the other way then and played fucking snooker between red, black.
Yeah, he could have done. But when Rich had 2 yellows left, he played a really careless shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played really nicely up till then.
That's terrible.
Okay.
Absolutely terrible. But
that first frame is quite important.
I think, yeah.
Because you're settled. And although neither one of them's played any good so far, they're both capable of a lot better. And
it's a good thing. Oh my God. Certainly good thing about this is he couldn't ask for an easier one for first one clear up.
Yeah, he would have rathered that red one in though. But should have took a bit of care to make sure that red actually went in.
Exactly.
Rather than take it so.
Yeah.
And this is the wrong shot.
I'm not really surprised he's going this way, but
yeah, that's a stupid shot.
The problem is when the ball's in the pocket, it's very hard to get the white out and control it, isn't it?
It is, but
he's just got to play centrally.
He should still clear up. He should
run
still
round off top
still
side.
go 1-0 up.
He's got quite a big
He's going to get lucky here. That was lucky.
Yeah. Nice first frame over.
First frame over.
Exciting.
Everyone has a bit of first frame nerves. Been there.
Good thing is we've probably got another 30 of them to go. Getting back to that old talk about that England thing, I was just saying it's fantastic to play for them, but you hit the nail on the head. I played in England and we won the World Championships, and on the same week as well we won the Speedball, and I'd come back from it to the Star pub, that's where I used to play from, and the 2 things I got for it, I'm not joking, if someone offered me £2 for it, I'd have took it. I actually give them to Ross McDonald, he's grown up now, but he was like 13 or 14, and I'd give them both to him because it wasn't out of... It was because he was so obviously like, yeah, he's keen and all that, so I gave to him. But I would have kept to myself if there was something. But they didn't even say World Championships on them. It just said Paul 8 ball.
I remember the same. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Get medals, and and it's all right. You say, oh, yeah, you got a medal. It's not about the money. It's not about. Fair enough. It's not about the money.
No.
But it shouldn't cost you money.
No.
And the problem is, it does cost you money. It costs you loads of money. So that's where maybe the prestige thing that hopefully Doesn't always, because to me the prestige isn't there.
French players over the years, and we got talking to them, and they were telling us because they literally have thousands and thousands going for their trials, but then they're all sponsored when they actually play for the country, which is a nice thing, really. You're playing for your country. Here's something to help you out, like, you know. Nowadays, if we've got a couple of pounds, I'll just come and play for us.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound bitter, I'm sorry, but that's how it sort of is.
No, but it is true to an extent. It doesn't mean that the people that play for England now don't deserve to.
No. Oh, no,
it's
don't
just that
some fantastic players play for them.
Some of the ones that play for England and Wales, Scotland, Ireland, all of them. A lot of your better Welsh players don't play for Wales.
Yeah.
Your Simon Wards and your Ben Davies and you because financially, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
They've achieved a lot already.
Yeah.
And what you unfortunately lose is your very best players.
Yeah.
They're the ones that don't go. They're all good players.
Yeah.
Anyone that plays for England's a good player, of course.
But bottom line is you want the top 5, 6, 7 players in the country. Yeah.
Your A team should have 6 or 7 of your best 7 or 8 players in it. And a lot of these A teams have got 2 or 3 of their best 6 or 7.
And the thing is as well, though, as you say, you have to pay for it, then you're having time off work, so it's costing you holiday money. It's a big expense.
Yeah,
really.
it's ridiculous.
But I would never knock the experience. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But
it was brilliant. If I won the lottery tomorrow and I had nothing better to do with my time, and I didn't care about the money and taking time off work and stuff, I probably would play.
But that's the thing.
I'll probably try and back into it.
Yeah, the average working man is something you can do without. If you know, it sounds. Really
that's what it is. It's the working man's thing.
Yeah.
The working man can't
there's
justify
more important
it.
things in life. We all want to play, but there's more important things like holidays,
I
bills.
quit. Exactly. I quit as soon as I got a message on a job. I quit when I was 17, just after I turned 17. When I got my first job, settled down, and I quit then because it was like, well, I'm not taking 3 weeks of my year off.
This sort of perspective comes in, doesn't it? If things are more important.
You think, oh yeah, but if you win the team thing, you all get £2,000 each. No, you don't. You get about 30 quid each.
Well, actually, when we won a few times, we won the Bacto finals, and we got more money winning that, and that's an amateur event. Just
it's mad, isn't it?
Than winning actual world championships. How does
do you better get into the semis of your local singles league?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I do better on a Saturday in Ladbrokes. But yeah, I mean, joking aside, it's a bit sad, really. I think a lot of people probably feel that way as well, but until someone changes it, I don't think it'll ever change.
No, exactly. I think it could be changed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an impossible situation.
No, but someone needs to grab it, and it's a big change.
Definitely. When you see that final of the England A's, and England and Scotland A, which was streamed.
Yeah.
And you watch it and you hear.
Oh, it makes you. There's a nice shot. It makes you feel when you see that. Who wouldn't want to be part of it? Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be part of that when you see that atmosphere?
Honestly, when I watched that, I did actually think, I could. That was all right. That was. That'd be a nice atmosphere. I've played in that atmosphere, and it's great.
Yeah.
One of the best experiences I've ever had in pool was winning the England under-16s team thing in Bridlington, and we beat Wales in a deciding frame at the World Championships.
Yeah.
And I've never got so passionate, fist pumping, genuinely proper
I think you hit the nail on the head as well. It's a team event, that makes it more special.
And we're kids. None of us gave a shit about the stats and all. You watch it now on Facebook, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Oh yeah, we did all right today. But they're mentioning it because they got 4 out of 5 that day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I think stats should come.
There's fucking team game,
Stats should come second. Everyone wants to do well. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to be the one that's won none out of 10. But
of course you don't.
At the end of the day, as long as your team wins, you're part of that team.
If your team wins, your team wins, right?
Yeah.
And if your team wins and you don't do good enough, then that's your problem, and you deal with it separately.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But if the team wins, and anyone that cares about the stats is going to look it up and find out. Right. They don't need you to back them about it.
But I think people forget as well, you're playing a whole tournament, so alright, you might have a bad quarter, semis and final, but somewhere along the line you've done your bit anyway, and if you don't do well in the final, you've got them through 1 round or 2 rounds, so it's not about stats. Stats is bollocks,
No. Well, Pugh was on a clearance there, and he's
it's gone a bit wayward,
he's done, we've all done it.
Yeah.
We've all done it where you've got a ball over the pocket and you need to pot it thick and you've potted it too thin, and I think you still pot the one in the middle though. He's got it. It's a good shot, but he's lost the white.
Yeah.
So
plus they got no excuse with this table. This table's stunning.
Table's perfect.
Absolutely stunning.
It is perfect.
Which if you
this is a tricky little shot.
These kind of tables, you get a bit confidence in these tables. You can actually rack through frames quickly, like if you're playing well.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I've started practicing now. Tables there.
Well, I think it's weird. Good tables make you want to practice. When you're playing on iffy tables, you think, I can't be asked. But a good table makes you feel good. You want to play well, and it helps you.
100%. You're correct. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
that's a fluke. But it's not worked out too well. I don't think he was trying to put that. Was he trying to just cover the pocket, maybe?
He hit it quite hard, didn't he? I don't really know.
I think he hit it a bit harder than he wanted to, but he actually was trying to cover the pocket, maybe. They'll be trying to just get this close to the pocket.
Yeah,
and just make Darren Player.
Well, it's actually the way these first 3 frames, he's literally sort of handing them to that player,
He's done what you might expect a player to do.
Yeah, exactly. Make him make mistakes and just mop up, But the problem is you go 3-4 on, it's a long race, but one player's confident, one player's not confident, it can run away from you, can't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the start's important. We saw it with that Tony Sullivan and Rob Morshead game.
It was unbelievable, yeah.
And I watched Rob play against Luke Johnson. And in my opinion, Luke's a slightly better player. It's not mentioned it, but Luke's a slightly better player than what Tony is.
Yeah.
And Luke only gave a 3 start, but it went from 3-0, it then went 6-1 to Rob, and Luke was always dragging it back, and long story short, it gave Rob time to settle.
Yeah.
So even though it was 6-1 to Rob, and then Luke eventually got the lead, and he lost in a deciding frame. That's a bad shot from Darren. Yeah, he should have made sure of the snooker. That was just carelessness. It's nothing to do with ability. It's just careless.
Yeah, we get back to Rob. Never really watched him play, but people say to me he's actually quite improved.
No, he has improved. He's definitely improved a lot. But when Rob played Tony, he played. Forget what the score was.
Well, we don't agree with that Grover straight away. Me and Danny's
we've got our first comment in. Anthony Grover said that he should play for England.
We've had about 50 comments, but we've highlighted yours because that is the most pathetic comment I've ever heard in my life.
It is, yeah. Oh, and actually, God, do you see that? We've had that one comment from Grover saying that he should play for England. The first comment of the night. 50 comments have flooded in saying no, you should, you can't.
Yeah. It's a landslide.
Yeah, a landslide. Grover, don't be stupid. Apparently, I mean, that's not my opinion. It's just what everyone else has said.
Exactly, we're only saying what the public are saying.
Yeah.
Although we do believe that as well. Yes, it is. Yeah.
To go 3-0 or 2-1, this is quite big.
Stay still on this and just drop it in.
Keep your head still and just play the shot.
Played it very well.
He has played that very well. They are tricky shots.
They are. I think you find with a lot of people, when they're a bit tricky, they're kind of looking, can I get the white save, looking at his last ball, but you've just got to take it on like shit or bust. If you miss it, and lose the frame, but just concentrate on potting that ball. So many people look at, if I miss this, where's the white going to go? On the cushion, you forget the white, you just stroke the ball as clean as you can.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've missed many of them, so I kind of know that. It's from experience.
So about Rob, when Rob played Luke, because Rob had a 3-0 head start, it took Luke quite a way before he got back into it and back towards level. So Rob had already settled, so he just played about as well as Rob could. Rob played quite a good match.
I'm honestly not loving these starts. I'm really not. I mean, don't get it wrong. Obviously, people different standards. But I'm not loving them. Yeah. I'm not loving these starts because, as you say, someone from 0-0 is playing different from someone that's 3-0 up.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, he should. I think you either play against someone and you have a little bet, or you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no sort of.
Because in a way, really, if you're giving someone a start, what you're trying to say is that I'm better than you from the start.
Yeah. And what do you say? The one that's given the start can always use the excuse, but you needed a start. So, I mean, I suppose, unless it is purely from a gambling perspective, in which then I suppose maybe you can justify it, but...
Yeah. Well, in my eyes, you give someone a start, and then that person with the start loses, it's kind of made him look a bit more stupid because he's had a start and still lost,
I think you're right, yeah. But then, like I said, when Tony played Rob, they played off levels. And Rob, forget the score, Rob played so much worse than what he played against Luke.
And you could see Tony, it just picked Tony up, didn't it? He was just absolutely flying with confidence. And
well, because
that's a lovely shot. Slow ball.
It's a really good shot.
Yeah.
He's left himself slightly awkward queuing now, so...
Again, getting back to this table, as I was saying how good it is, I don't think you even have to hit a ball hard on these tables. If you just hit them ball pace...
the table is perfect.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, people miss balls because they're trying to force it or they inject a bit of side on it or blah, blah, blah. If you could always just roll balls in, I don't think anyone would ever miss, you know?
No.
He's actually queuing well now,
That's 4-0. That's a first breaking clearance of the match, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's livened up now.
He's not going to be the end of this period if wins, is he?
Well, I can't wait for his speech afterwards. We'll have to interview him afterwards.
Funny thing is, Pewey said to me at the bar just a minute ago that he's always a slow start. He's played a couple of money games in Basingstoke, just for small amounts, but he's won a couple of them, and he always seems to go behind at the start. So we'll see if what he says is true. But yeah, going back to when Rob played Tony, Tony started well, went 4-0 up, and like I say, because the score sort of is irrelevant, because
sorry to drop
Rob
you down.
This settled.
Yeah.
He struggled to settle and just play bad from there on.
Yeah.
What we got? Who's in?
No, just Priesty's trying to get in on the action.
Oh, what's Priesty want? Fuck off, Priesty.
Well, he'd never be on the screen, would he, Priesty? No. So this is as close as he'll ever get to a game on TV.
What you're saying,
yeah, it's got nothing to do with Paul.
No.
Should we talk about their beards?
Well, to be quite honest, I'm not a lover of beards, but Player's not hosting the best beard in the world, is he?
No, he's Player's. Well, if I had to have one of their beards, it would be Pewey's, to be honest. The best beard? Well, I've got the best beard. Oh, you mean of the two people that play? Pewey's got the best beard, definitely. Players looks ridiculous. Players is starting to look like pubic hair.
Yeah.
It's
like if you turned his head upside down, that looks like the top of his head, if you know what I mean.
You wouldn't know the difference.
No.
Yeah.
And there'd still be shit coming out of his mouth, so it wouldn't matter really, but... But no, Player started all right. I'll give him his due. There's as much pressure on him, and then there is on He's
underrated.
Yeah.
People forget. People look past how good or bad he is or isn't at Paul because he's such a gobby fucker.
Yeah. Paul doesn't come into it.
Some people hate him for it. Some people find him funny.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
I think actually, I mean, I've got a lot of time for him, but then again, you've got to understand what he's about. If you take him seriously, you think he's probably the biggest prick in the world. But if you understand what he's like and you've got a bit of sense of humour yourself, he's actually the life of the party. You know, he's a good lad.
He's hard to defend.
Yeah,
when
definitely.
Someone says he's a knob.
Yeah, you've got to agree with it, really.
It's hard to stick up for him, isn't it?
But if you take him like with a pinch of salt, then in a way he's got a heart of gold. He just likes a wind up, you know.
Yeah. Pewey's played the shot here, which could be the story of how he's going to get back into the match.
He has to. Yeah,
he's halfway through. He's not. Let's be honest. Even at the very, very highest level, people don't clear every single frame.
No.
He's going to get back into it by just playing a bit sensible.
Exactly. I've always learned, and I've learned the hard way as well, when you're struggling, just simplify the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep it simple.
Look, cover a pocket, and look for, if the black's open, cover that. Just give yourself a bit of time, like, you know, and then once you start potting a few balls, you get a bit more confidence.
I think Rich has done the right thing there Darren's done the right thing there by just breaking the red out.
Yeah, just not getting involved in that game, that's right, yeah.
I'm 4-0 up.
Yeah. You go and clear up now.
Clear up now, then. Because they're gettable, but they're not easy. They're a little bit
he's
tricky.
4-0 down, so it's harder to clear up when you're 4-0 down, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Maybe that would be the wrong thing to do if you were 4-0 down, but if you're 4-0 up, that's all right.
Yeah, push the boat out a little bit, yeah.
Situation.
Question for you guys, what do you think about Jimmy Carney's miss?
Jimmy Carney's miss? Well, he went for it, did he?
Well, rumours are that he kind of shit his pants, but I don't know if that should be said on live streaming. I don't really know the bloke that well.
You should say he soiled his trousers.
Yeah.
But we've all done it. Maybe not that bad.
Oh, mate, no, I just said to you before, jokingly, there's so much pressure on the bloke, but it just seemed that he obviously nerves took over. He just seemed to like play it like Mark Priest would play, like, you know, just fuck it up. But but at least Jimmy Carney's liked, Mark Priest ain't, so that's the difference.
Exactly. That's Andy.
Yeah, that's Andy. I've got into a race meeting that Saturday.
Swindon Dogs is on. No, I watched that and it was I thought it was a really good advert for Paul. That was a really good shot by Darren.
It was.
He might have even been a bit unlucky, to be honest, because he might only have a. If he had that ball over the middle pocket now, if he's on it, this is a really good chance to This is a really good chance to go 5-0 up, actually. But I don't know if the red's in the way. Can't hear nothing. Okay. Any good?
We're having technical difficulties at the moment. Someone shut my hearing off. Maybe that was deliberate. Dan probably stopped me yakking. But
well, he's used the whole pocket there, Darren.
Can't hear Dan Davey, but maybe that's a good thing.
No, it probably is.
I actually can't work with this cheap equipment. I need better stuff.
Where's Rhino when you need him? This is looking like 5-0 from a really good shot, actually. Played a good first shot. Maybe got a bit lucky to get the cannon, to get his yellow off the cushion, but he's got a chance here to go 5-0.
Yeah, I think he has.
And you need to make sure that with these ones you want to, as much as it might not matter, keep your foot on his throat. If you're falling up on someone,
I can't hear Dan. Can you get AJ?
when you go 4-0 up, make sure of these chances to go 5-0 because that's when the momentum shift changes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Don't let it. If Huey's going to get himself back into it, if you're in Darren Platter's position, I'm thinking, right, if Rich is going to get himself back into it, make him play himself back into it. I'm not going to gift him it.
That's right. But as you said earlier on, his first shot he done, he kind of forced Richard to say, look, if you're going to clear up now, knowing that he's struggling at the moment.
Oh, if this goes 7-0, for example, you're such a long way from the finish line still.
Yeah.
And he's not straight on that either, so that's actually a really bad shot.
Trying to dog into it a bit too much,
He
didn't he?
needed to go around the table. He didn't look like he went around the table and had a look at where his margin was, where he needed to be.
I was actually, back when I used to play, like that was my really bad thing I used to do, is like I used to just like get down and pop the shot and then afterwards look at the position. It's so important to walk around and just see that little angle.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah. That's been our problem the whole time. Can you not? Mick can't hear me. I think that's just that Mick's ears have gone. Oh, that's a great shot from Darren Player. That is a great shot. Can't believe that's a really good shot. Really good clearance. Can you hear me now? Is that any good? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Nope. Okay.
So I'll do it in sign language, but that probably
slightly technical issues, but I'm sure you can all hear us, but we can't hear each other, so not that we're as important as you lot, all 7 of you. Darren Player 5-0 up. This is definitely not what I expected. I expected a close game all the way through, to be honest. Rich is an England player by right, and Darren's a bit underrated. I expected it to be quite a close game. Well, Darren's missed his first yellow. I think it's your ears, Mick. I think your ears have stopped working.
I did have a shower.
Did you have a shower? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. Oh.
Congratulations, you're not deaf.
Yeah. Mick's just
I'm blind,
he's
so
not
I'll be
deaf.
deaf as well. It will happen soon, mate.
Yeah. Well, Rich in with his first chance to get himself on the board. Oh, he's rushed that. He's played that a bit too quickly.
Like he's rattled, doesn't he?
He's played that a bit too quickly, old Rich.
Yeah, getting back to that last round, you put a really good black down there. That last black was a nice cut on the round.
Yeah, very good. A really difficult shot. Not something I was expecting.
So we're getting back to it, with these tables, you can play these tables, can't you? You just stroke them nicely, you can.
Yeah, the softer you play them, the more chance you've got. That's a really good, it's a very clever shot by Darren there. I always think if you're on a good table, a double into the middles, if you're right on it, a double into middle is actually quite an easy shot. You should play them more often, I think. I'm talking. Can you hear me now?
We're back.
Hear me now?
Hear me now? We're back.
Who's put this garage on? Huh? Carly put the garage on. Well, did Player mean to cover that pocket? I don't reckon he did,
No,
you
I
know?
don't think he did, I think.
No. Pretend he did.
Now, my eyes, that's quite strange. He's played for a double where 2 yellows are actually sort of in the way of that middle.
He's the one, sorry?
He's gone for a double there, but there was 2 yellows actually blocking that middle, and he's tried to play a double in between, which is quite sort of
Yeah.
desperate shot. But then again, 5-0 down, I suppose you're kind of chasing, aren't you, really?
Yeah. I think the shot is just, maybe not, but...
I mean, he could kind of play it like red cushion first into yellow and hold the white on the back. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you could do that. It's sort of a negative shot, but it's like you're almost strangling your opponent, especially at 5-0 up, because I think, you should play the table, but you should play the situation as well to a certain extent.
When someone's kind of, like they say, when a dog's down, kind of kick him, like, hurt him more.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, definitely. Make him work. Make him work for his first frame, boys. When they're behind. Last miss. That was. Oh no, he's got it. He's fit. Yeah, that's a good shot.
You can see he's kind of getting down very quick on the shots. He's kind of racking already.
Yeah, I think they're both guilty of that, aren't they? They both don't seem to. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but maybe take as much time as they should over.
Got that double there.
But again, it's pressure and Pewee.
Yeah.
It's got 4 cover. It's got 4 pockets covered.
One of these goes in the middle, and he's got. His head's gone, isn't it, already? And I know it's easy to sit here and see. His head's completely gone.
His head has gone a bit, hasn't it? Apparently, Rich didn't know that the stream was on until he got here. That's what Darren said. Yeah, he didn't know. He said, "I didn't realise it was being streamed."
So do you reckon that's maybe?
And Darren, being his arrogant self, was going, "Oh, that's what people want to see." People, he's sort of semi-joking, so he just winding him up and just being his typical self, really. Yeah. The reason the match has happened is because Darren plays Gobby.
Yeah, but the line is, all right, people don't play in front of strings, but at the end of the day, it's trying to promote Reading Pool and blah blah blah. And it's
Yeah.
Reading Pool, like,
No, it's good, all good for Reading Pool, and it's good for the half of that. To be honest.
well, we're sitting there
Because they both wind each other up on Facebook all the time. Yeah, it's just like...
and we can just stand and sit here and take a piss out of both of them.
Yeah.
Free entertainment. Who that?
You get many opportunities like this. But it's true though, it's not... I always think the money games, people say, oh, why, why is so-and-so playing for money? Like I've heard in the past with other matches. And you think, well, if I'm shit at darts, well, I'm okay, but I'm shit by, we're all sort of county players and stuff, and Darren and, Richard county players and Rich plays for England and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a gamble. If the right person said to me, do you want to play darts for £1,000 each, I would say yes.
Exactly.
Even though I'm not that good.
You're not going to jump in with 2 feet and get smashed. But
of course not.
But this is quite sort of, even though £300 each is a lot of money.
I think it's more bragging rights with these two.
And it's on the border of just a bit of money, but more, I just want to beat you for the sake of it, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think...
actually didn't realise that red was right over the middle there, so I'm not surprised he actually has gone corner middle. I mean, I thought he may have went middle corner, because then it gives him an option to go up for the corner, up for the middle.
Yeah.
But I think he's queued quite well, so it wouldn't surprise me not.
No, he's missed it. So here's your turning point.
Yeah.
That could be a turning point.
Yeah, definitely.
Although he hasn't left any easy clearance for the,
but
Rich is going to leave himself a...
You'd hope to think he'd get this like
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to play it centrally, he could just go middle. Going for it. He's not even going
In fact, but he's really doing the right thing, and he's going to try and bring the white out towards the
He's got a three ball block. He's got 3 balls to block. I need the black there.
Yeah. Because once he runs off the side of the yellow,
Yeah.
that's another ball.
I mean, if he's 5-0 up, he goes for this all day. Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
But he's got to make sure he gets.
So that's sensible. I tell you what, he's left the gap for Dan to see it. I'm right in line with it. Dan can see the left-hand edge of the black, but he can't pot it.
The thing is, if he could come cushion first, go into the black, he really leaves Richard nothing.
He doesn't even much, does he?
No.
He needs to use his bay now. And he almost got down and played that too quickly, but...
That's the only problem with Richard. He's played the right shot, but the first thing you have to do is get the snooker. Whatever, even if it kills a ball, get the snooker.
Yeah.
He hasn't, Carly's put like snooker, second shot, over the string. But yeah, if he can cushion first, not the black, onto the top cushion, maybe out to black, sort of, leave the white there, and he's left him nothing. But the problem is, people think they have to pop this. He's the way he's doing it, he thinks he's got to pop this off the cushion, and I think it's just silly.
Yeah.
Because this white's going to run around the table.
Definitely.
Just knock it out.
Just try and leave the white roughly where he is. And that's giving him the frame.
He's actually gone in.
He's actually got...
Don't give him 2.
Semi-lucky that the black's gone slightly tricky. But he should have, just run into the left-hand side. You can leave the white, you can, without much difficulty at all, leave the white right in the bottom of these jaws of this corner pocket.
And the good thing with these rules, he has to hit the cushions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. So yeah, this should be...
He hasn't played a bad shot. There's a lot of people that think you have to pop with your free shots. I do love a lot of people. When they're free shot, they think they'll have to pop with their first shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a perfect. He's actually played that.
He's not played a great shot.
He played the first shot right to leave him for the black, but now he just played it.
Yeah, when he had 3 balls left though, he actually played a lovely shot.
I think now he's taken the one by the black. So, oh my lord. Well, that's just, it's gone.
Yeah, he's...
I think he's had a few...
He really hasn't settled, is he? Fury.
Well, actually, he did have 3 lessons off him. I mean, joking aside, but he's had 3 lessons off him.
Yeah, he's but all you're doing is...
Priest is trying to get involved here again.
Priest has just been horrible.
Yeah, he's a horrible player. We're trying to be fair. He's just been horrible. But you've got a fair point there, Priesty.
It'd be really interesting to see how player responds, because at some point, and for Rich's sake, it's got to be quite soon. At some point, Rich is going to win 3 out of 4 frames.
Well, actually, I actually said to him,
what a break!
I actually said to him, I said, in your game, I was talking to him, I said, the only thing you've got to realise is you're going to have good runs and you're going to have bad runs. You're just getting through the bad runs, because you can't go through dominating 17, 18, 19.
Of course you can't, no.
But when you're bad runs, you've just got to hang in.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the crossfade. Nice to see a good pool player in the room.
Well, Rich is playing at 100 miles an hour.
We've actually talked to Priest tonight and he's just talking shit about pool.
Well, Rich has decided to play really quickly now.
Yeah, which...
And it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And you can plop the one at the top and then...
Yeah, and stop it there, I suppose, the one in the corner.
I suppose, yeah, it's a good shot. He needs to swing it around a couple of cushions here. I don't think he's got the... He's just about sneaking himself there. He's... I do understand why he's quickened up.
Yeah.
Because it when you're struggling... I've done it, we've all struggled.
You just try and get out of your forces.
Yeah, Rich is much better than this, but we've all struggled and... Wow.
Miles, and that's just silly. Give 2 away, but not just thrown off the table.
Yeah, Rich is struggling, but we've all struggled, and you kind of got to try to... I've done that before, and I sort of feel like I need to maybe up the pace a little bit.
Hypocrite for that. I would say to people, look, when you're struggling, just calm down and play it easy. And on the opposite, I just go around bashing balls around. It's so easy to do.
Oh, it's so easy to... It's so much easier to commentate than play, but it's...
I'm the best player in the world here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I must admit, I'll give Perry due. He's obviously the lead's helping him, but he just seems more relaxed. He's just doing things simple. He seems
to maybe have at the moment handled the situation of playing in front of 20 people.
As you say, you've hit the nail on the head though. When it starts losing 2 or 3, will he react like that? But
exactly, because even if this goes 10-0, if it all of a sudden gets back to 12-7,
you're under pressure.
13-10,
you're kind of under pressure.
You've got a game in your hand, and then you start missing a couple. No, it wasn't a very good shot.
Yeah, you do start missing a couple, and you think, oh...
And look at this, look at this now. If this is the frame where he's 6-0 up and he's too relaxed, and he messes this up and it goes 6-1, and before you know it, it's 7-4.
It's strange. I mean, you lose one frame and it affects you, but if someone said to you at the start, I'll give you a 6-1 lead, you take it all day.
Of course.
But sometimes that one shot can affect 3 or 4 frames.
The player, he's had a couple of little tricky ones where he's semi-messed up halfway through the clearance.
But what I've liked, he's just played it simple. He's done nothing.
Yeah, he looks quite relaxed, doesn't he? He looks like he's handling the situation quite well.
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair to him.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Proud of him. Who was he saying, would you be proud?
No. I actually shoot him at birth. I feel sorry for his mum, I know his mum.
I'd supply you with a gun.
Yeah. I feel sorry for his mum, but me and his mum go back a long way, but we won't go into that. And Harley shouldn't be walking away leaving chips and that stuff there because they could disappear very quickly.
Yeah. Harley should be in bed by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Harley, you've only got 19 minutes and you've got to get out.
Don't rush your food.
No, don't rush it, what do you do? Right, we've got a couple of comments. We've got Ruben said you can tell his head ain't in it by smashing balls around. Basically hasn't settled yet, and yeah, that's fair enough. Ross McDonald has said that he needs to turn Dan's mic down, it mix up. Dan's voice is really muffled. Cheers, Ross. Text Davey and tell him, fucking whitewash.
Cheers, Ross, you're right, mate. He's a mouthy fucker.
Don't have Davey number AJ there. Oh, okay, well, it's all getting a bit personal. Okay, well, won't we sort it?
People need to mind their own business. We're trying to do a professional job here.
Professional job here. It's not our fault if AJ fucks it up.
Yeah, it was cheap. Oh, do you know what? With Rhino, actually, he's got better equipment, but we're due for
with
this.
Rhino, we'd have masseuses
Exactly.
behind us, one each.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be paying for drinks either.
No, exactly.
Even negotiated that with the venue. Well, this is a player version of pushing the boat out. It's probably if I was back in player, I'd have wanted that to stay up there.
Well, I was just about to say, even though he's 7-0, and we were saying there's no
cover the pocket
going,
here if you cover the pocket, mate.
He's got to cover this now.
Yeah, cover. Don't. What are you doing, mate? Don't cover it. What's he doing?
It's like when it's quite similar to watching snooker players and they're playing and they've won the frame.
Exactly.
And they've got 3 or 4 reds left and they just try, even though they won the frame, they still got to clip, not give your opponent a chance to get warmed up.
Well, yeah, ruthlessness. Stephen Hendry was ruthless at his best, and he would beat people 10-2 and 5-0 and instead of 5-3 and 10-6 because he was ruthless.
Start an online argument here because I've always said I think Stephen Hendry is the greatest snooker player
I
ever.
agree.
People, that's what World's about. Everyone has their opinions and comments, but he was just a machine. Who would you put in your life, in your hands, for one frame? I've never seen a bloke when he's had 3 or 4 reds left and he had to clear up to win a frame. He never missed.
No, exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't be Ronnie O'Sullivan. No way. Although Ronnie O'Sullivan at his best might, and I'm not saying he would, he might have beaten Stephen Hendry at his best.
Yeah.
I don't know because what I think is Stephen Hendry was so good he was boring.
Yeah.
Because the white was always so under control. And everything was always so evenly paced and methodical, and he was so consistent. Consistency is what made him great.
Exactly. But again, I mean, people say, "Oh, Jimmy White." Yeah, I mean, I think people mistake greatness for talent.
Of course they do.
Greatness. I mean, Alex Higgins could be probably the greatest player to ever pick a cue up, but he wouldn't win things because he was just so, erratic at times.
Of course. Look at the Alex Higgins break, the 60-something break. That he made against Jimmy White.
It's probably the greatest clip you'd ever see in your life.
So the greatest break you've ever seen in your life, what made it great? The fact that he ran out of position 4 times and had to dig himself out the shit.
Without being harsh, that's the thing, if Jimmy White and Alex Higgins had put the white ball like Stephen Hendry would, they would probably be classed as the greatest players ever.
Of course, with that same clearance that Alex Higgins did at 14-15 down.
Oh, unbelievable.
First to 17, so it is massive.
As you say, it looked good because he was out in every shot.
Yeah, going 15-0 or 16-14, and you come to the table 40 points down with 70 left, and it is massive, it's so important, but Stephen Hendry in his prime would either have cleared up without running out of position, or he'd have made 20, played safe, then cleared the other 40.
But if Hendry had cleared up in that position, they'd have just said, just Hendry, blah, blah, blah.
They'd have said, he's a machine, he's boring. We wouldn't be replaying it on YouTube and sharing it on Facebook 70,000 times. It wouldn't be.
But I think that's what's good though, because if everyone was like Steve Hendry, the game would be boring.
It would be boring, yeah.
Rag players and
I say that about Paul. You watch the best Paul players and it's boring.
It's
boring.
It is,
But Mark, when Mark's playing well, you just want to fall asleep, don't you?
I bring a paintbrush to Paul matches when because I like to go and paint a few walls and watch it dry when he's playing. It's the most boring. I play with him in doubles. And how many times he's let me down every time, but I don't like the bun about it.
I was there actually.
Yeah, thanks. You were playing us down, weren't you? Thank you, Dan.
Oh, I thought that was him.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team event. I don't like to blame my partner, but he is shit. Oh. AJ's come to turn us down. He's not happy.
Oh, we need a ref now.
AJ, you better look at this.
Need a ref, AJ.
Oh my God, he can't get in there, can he?
I think we need someone to watch this.
I reckon off the top cushion, maybe.
I would be kind of tempted, even if you tried to.
I'm not so sure that he can actually play this.
I would think if you was making up, it sounds a bit cheating, but I would be making up to try and go inside it, with a bit of side, and hopefully clip the red road and just knock the black over the pocket. But you could risk knocking the black in. But if you get the black over the pocket, then yeah. Well, I have to cheat nowadays to try and win. So.
I mean, a miscue would be a lovely shot, wouldn't it? Just put it in the middle pocket.
Yeah. I reckon top cushion first.
I suppose then it looks like there's a deliberate foul, doesn't it?
Well, Priest, to be honest, I don't know how you would understand. You don't really get to the black, do you? Well, I called that. That's why I was commentating.
That was definitely a foul.
That's why I'm commentating.
Yeah. There's a rubber shot.
Do it, but I can tell you what to do.
But I think
can he move the black one? I don't know. Well,
that is a.
Nothing really there, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have played that. I'd have been getting the red out that's on the cushion already.
You kind of sort of played as if he didn't know it went, or you tried to cover the pocket, maybe. Did you?
Yeah, but again, I think he maybe he is trying to quicken himself up, play a bit more positively. That's a great shot, very good shot.
Red doesn't go.
Priesty, shut up. Of course it goes down by the black. Well, if it doesn't, then that's terrible. It must go.
I think it might just go. It must do, surely.
Black, is he? Surely not. That's risky. No.
It did go.
Yeah, go on, Priesty, you got something right. Oh, he's overhit now.
No, he's got it. He's got it there. Big pockets, aren't they?
Yeah, very big.
Yeah, big pockets.
There's my bet down then, 17-0.
Yeah, but you also had 17-1 and 17-2, didn't you?
I kind of covered myself a bit. I threw the boat out, went 17-3. No, all due respect, whatever you want to win or lose, it's nice to see someone win a frame. It's not nice being 6, 7, 8-0 down.
Just a bit as a neutral, I just want to see it go 16-0. That's all I really want. Joking aside.
I mean, would I still be here at 16-0? I don't know. It could be like 3 or 4 in the morning, but we're having a game, so I'm up for it.
So they started quite quickly though. They've done 8 frames in 48 minutes.
I'm impressed.
It's,
well, if he breaks like last time, he has got a very good break when he sort of...
Oh, very good break. He hit these... He's hit them pretty good as well. It's been a bit unfortunate there not to pot one. I think he probably deserved to pot a ball there. Obviously the break is... I talk about it a lot, but it's an important shot, but there is luck involved.
Yeah, but it's changed from the day... I mean, break... Everyone sort of had good breaks years ago, but now it's such an important tool. If you can open them balls, so many people will clear up from the break.
Yeah.
People say breaking this, but the way these top players break, they should be clearing up. No disrespect to them, but they should be clearing up because it's just, you know, and tables like this as well, they just want you to clear up, you know.
Yeah, I think it's become more of a part of Paul than it maybe should be.
Absolutely massive, yeah. Sometimes it sounds stupid because we all want the big break, but it's a little bit unfair. You're sat there with someone with a massive break and you can't do a thing about it.
Yeah. A message from Rob Mooreshead. His score prediction is 17-8 to Player.
Okay.
And he wants us to mention his game with Frank is now the 31st of October. Rob Mooreshead playing Frank Chard.
And I didn't
Yeah, been changed.
Was it due before that, I'm guessing, was it?
26th of September.
Okay. Well, fair play to him, at least he's still going to play it, that's a good thing.
Yeah? Yeah, 31st of October.
I mean, as we were talking before, he struggled against Tony, but people have bad nights, you know what I mean? He's had a good little run there and he's had bad nights, but it's so easy to say, fuck it, I don't want to play no more, but he's sticking to his gun.
You got to take your hat off to him, really.
I mean, bottom line is he knows as well as anyone, you can't win every match, you know what I mean? As long as you win more than you're losing, that's all it's all about.
Well, you know, what do? You don't just quit when you lose a match, do you?
Fucking hell, if I quit every time I lost, I don't think you'd ever see me. So
exactly, yeah.
You just got unfair play to him. He wants to play again. Good luck to him. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be a good game as well. I mean, he'll like this table.
If he plays like he played against Tony, he'll lose comfortably. If he plays like he played against Luke, there's a good chance he'll win.
Exactly.
So it's,
and it's just we're talking about it's the start as well. You know what I mean? It's
start's really.
But the way he plays as well, he's quite an attacking player. So this table, he'll love this table. So
yeah, well, he likes this table. He changed the game because the game was originally at Racks in Maidenhead, and it's now he's changed it to.
I mean, I can't comment on tables there because I've never played on their tables. I wouldn't know what they're like, but
yeah, they're a bit tighter than this.
Yeah, but I think we'll struggle to sort of meet the table. Priest is still making comments, but as usual, no one's listening to him.
Yeah, he's been really nice. Sorry, what did you say, Mark? sorry, Mark. What did you say?
I said we could struggle on any table.
Oh, Mark Priest is.
Yes, Lee Moorhead. We just got that comment as well.
Okay.
Is that England player? Is it?
Lee Moorhead says watching Darren player versus England player.
Sorry, I thought he was playing Richard Pugh-Roberts, but obviously we got a wires crossed here somewhere.
Someone needs to take off.
Luke Johnson says this is embarrassing.
What, the commentary or the pool?
No, he just showed me a picture of his cock.
Oh yeah.
She sent me a picture through by text message. Yeah.
But he wouldn't need a widescreen lens for that, would he?
No.
A little snap camera do that. No, we're all joking, people. We're all just slating up. We're only having a laugh, you know.
Yeah, I won't have a laugh.
Wait to have a few more drinks, then that will get serious.
Then we will get nasty.
Yeah. Could we talk about maybe Priest's wedding next week? Week after? Or?
Priest's wedding? Get married, is he?
Yeah, apparently.
Should have mentioned it.
I think he has to get married for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about. I think.
Have you got any of the £5 gifts left?
Sorry?
Got any of the £5 gift left?
I bought a cocktail one. It was $4.99.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did the one where it was
nothing, I suppose.
Pay the waiter to give Mark a shoulder massage or something. 10 rupees or rand or something. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah, but apparently the rumour is they have to get married because I think Els is pregnant and the dad said if you don't marry then I'm going to shoot you or something like that. I don't know.
Who's the dad?
Well, it's a bit of a list, but it's like the wedding list, you know, but that's nothing to do with Els, apparently. They're going to call the kid Redding or something, you know.
Redding. Better Bracknell, I suppose.
I hope Els ain't listening, darling. You know I love you.
Better will be.
Yeah.
No, looking forward to his wedding. It should be a good laugh, you know. Obviously, we've got to try and be sensible because Els' side's really posh, but I'm bound to get kicked out at some time. But
yeah, probably.
He's actually done really well here, He's played a good shot now.
He's played a good shot. If that red goes, all he's got to do is pot it and just leave the water where it is, really.
Yeah.
Pull it back a little bit and this could be 8-1. That's what you want to do if you do get a good start, because they are.
You've got to be careful he doesn't really dig into this because he could screw back off the cushion and snoop himself. He's actually gone the strange way. He's trying to get back out.
I thought he could have just jabbed it and come back to the side cushion. That was it, yeah. But he's played a bit hard, hasn't he?
And as we're saying, you try to force a pot, you miss the pot, don't you?
I think a lot of that sometimes can be that you're maybe not confident enough to play the delicate shot.
Delicate shot. You're afraid of snooping yourself or whatever.
Yeah, or you're afraid you're going to double hit it.
Yeah.
And that's where it's maybe.
Touch, yeah, they are awkward shots. He's played that all right.
It's as well as he could hope for, but Rich should be clear up from here.
Yeah, he's got to use his common sense.
He's got maybe one tricky positional shot to play. All he's got to do is take the balls in the right order, and he's going to.
That's a massive thing. I say we all sit and talk about how great. But if you go the right way, I generally see someone go the right way and miss it, and go the wrong way and make a struggle. Like, you know,
it's so true.
But it's so easy to say, oh yeah,
So true.
So easy to say go the right way, but blah blah blah. At the end of the day, if you go the right way, you know what I mean, you miss him, at least you've gone the right way in my eyes. I think.
Yeah, well, that's part of the skill, isn't it?
Not there is a book on going the right way, but you know, most players that you look at, if you set the balls out 7, 8 out of 10 would go that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you're under pressure, it's harder to think clearly.
Oh, well, you see it different.
I think 2 shots to Rich now. I fancy Rich to get a second frame in a row here.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm actually quite one of these people, when you get 2, I don't even look at the opponent's ball, I don't push the save. I mean, in my eyes, he's just got to probably run the red off the side cushion onto the top. Yellows are everywhere and finish it.
Yeah, there's no reason why he shouldn't maybe play his red into the left-hand side cushion and try and leave it right on the back ball
people
cushion.
go to kill the opponent's ball, but then they forget to get on the next ball.
Yeah.
Your first shot is just to get on your next ball.
Yeah, I maybe would have put the red safe just as a bit of insurance, but Rich should still clear up from here.
No, I don't think he's going for it. I think he's playing.
No, he's not going for it. Oh, he's played a... Right, Rich should still win this frame, and Player probably isn't going to clear up from here, but he's given him a chance to get lucky, isn't he?
I mean, if he cuts his red in the top and then the white, well, you don't know where the white's going to go.
Yeah, if he cuts the red in the top, he probably deserves to get lucky and get on the back, because he's going to trust a bit to luck.
Again, he's put himself under pressure. If he does kill the red, then he doesn't. He's got no pressure here. The red's open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Is
he playing it off the yellow?
So he's putting what again now I thought was a bit strange. He's putting all the screw on it, looking at to get on the black. I wouldn't worry about the black. I would just
don't worry about that. Don't worry about
you can be really enough not to have a shot on the black, a fluky double or whatever.
Well, I've done that before when I'm on a stream. You sort of maybe worry a little bit more about playing the right shot because you don't want people to say that you're playing the wrong shot, whereas you really should probably just be doing what you would normally do.
Bottom line is, at the end of the day, no one's got any right to tell you what's the right shot, what's the wrong shot.
No, they haven't. No, it's only someone's opinion.
You play to your strengths, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
You should have screwed this back. But some people don't like playing. Some people don't like putting top. You know, you play your own shot.
Yeah. See, Pew, he does seem to play he seems to have a habit of playing a couple of really confident shots, but following it up with a bad shot.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to him, I think you wouldn't see him doing many sort of breaking dishes because he just doesn't have a run of pots, if you know what I mean. He play a couple of good shots and then just sort of lose, I don't know, just lose focus on it, so I really don't know what it is. That's not criticism, it's just a comment. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's been fair so far.
Yeah. You can't knock the score at the moment, no.
I think, to be brutally honest, you can't really say that Darren doesn't deserve to be quite a bit ahead.
No.
I think Rich is going to play the plant now. Maybe would have played it last time.
The only thing, the yellow's come a little bit away from the pocket, so I don't know if he will play it.
Yeah, I maybe would have played the plant the last shot.
Yeah.
But
I think obviously a confident player, it's easy to say you would just screw up a couple of inches for the one in the middle, but is your touch there now? It's not too bad.
Good enough shot. I don't know. I think he can.
Looks quite worse on the screen.
I think it does look worse. I think he can just play this plain ball and rest onto the red.
The red's holding the white.
Oh, okay, so he's
quite hard in my eyes.
Maybe a little soft stun shot or drag shot, maybe, but yeah, I think
it is a massive shot.
Oh, he's at the cut.
I think the one before, he's hit it very hard because even if you go into the red, the pace he's hit it, he's brought the white right back to start pushing.
Yeah.
He plays it dead right. Then again, he's 7-1 down. You see shots different, don't they? You know
of course, yeah. I'm sure if he was 7-1,
but this is,
got there.
I mean, it's early, but this is a massive thing.
I think it really is.
This is a massive part.
Right down the line of it.
He actually stayed really still on that, really still.
Really did stay still, didn't he?
And didn't swipe it. Didn't swipe it at all.
I think. I've got my arrogant cap on for 30 seconds, but you kind of self-teach yourself when you're playing pool. And there's things that you realise about yourself.
Yeah.
It might not necessarily be the same rule for everyone, but when you're on a tricky-ish shot, like that was perfect. It wasn't a gimme.
No.
You're queuing a bit off the cushion. It's sort of a bit of a nervy one, but you just need to sort of keep. And my thing is just to keep your head still and trust your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. I think
that's
the good
what
thing
I tell
about that
myself
shot as well,
on shots.
it's a one-ball pot, so you ain't got to do nothing with the white. You ain't got to screw back. Just
don't worry
commit
about
yourself. If you miss it, you miss it, but don't miss it by putting on one side.
That's right.
Blah blah blah. But I'm the world's worst. I'll say that, and then I won't complete my shot. I'll sort of swing it a bit or stab it a bit, and it's so easy telling what to do, but doing it yourself is completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like golf. I mean, we all love golf as well, but you hit a good shot and you think, right, just keep your head still.
Oh, the amount of times I've sat there because I've got a fiver on someone, I'm going, you twat, why have you done that for? You didn't even hit the green. And you think, well, I'd hit the green 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Why am I having to go at him for not hitting the green?
Yeah, that's right.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds in life. Again, what's Darren doing? Is he just going for this? He's not. It's almost. Is he getting too overconfident? I mean, I know the clearance is on, but
saying when you're ahead, don't be afraid to go because sometimes you don't have to just clear up every shame.
You don't know.
And the way his yellows are, I do understand the way his yellows are. There's no harm going for it, but he hasn't got to really. He hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
He's
and what Darren needs to do is.
I think you can get the outside.
And I've learnt this the hard way. Trust me. From experience, you need to be ruthless and play with an intensity when you're ahead as well as behind, because the amount of times I've had a lead in a match and not taken the clearances seriously because I'm 4-1 up.
It's weird. It can help you, but it can also hurt you as well with a lead.
Of course, yeah.
You want leads, but sometimes you think, right, I've got him now. All of a sudden, 4-2, 4-3.
It's such a mental battle. The amount of times I've missed clearances at 4-1 up first to 7 or 5-1 up first to 7 that I would never have missed at 5-1.
No, exactly.
Never.
No.
And you end up, before you know it, that 4-1 turns into 4-3, turns into 5-1.
It's like sometimes you need the pressure on you to clear up, isn't it?
That's a really good shot.
We are watching Priesty.
Mark's made his first decent comment of the night.
Yeah, and his last. But it's like sometimes, it sounds strange, you need the pressure on you to clear up. Then being a big lead. You
need your pressure on you to make you focus to cut out the silly mistakes.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that a lot.
I mean, I struggle with that because I don't really have a big lead anytime. But no, it is. It's sometimes, as you say, you're 4 or 5 you miss silly shots, but when it's 3 or 4, you nail them, like, you know.
Well, I think Darren's played the double there. He missed that by so much.
He did.
That must have hit the cushion straight away. He's missed that by so much, he might have even been a kick. But, Richard's got a shot to play here. I think you've surely got no option but to try and leave the white near the left middle pocket. You've got such a big target there. Whether that be brushing off the cluster of 3 or coming off the left hand side of the yellow he's closest to, I don't really know, but
it's probably not as easy as it looks, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, priorities is snooker. It doesn't matter how you get the snooker. Even if you kill a yellow, you've got to get the snooker here.
Yeah. I think, what's your target if you were 8-1 down?
Oh.
God forbid, I've never been 8-1 down in a money game yet, but...
if you... 70, I'm 8-1 down. If you could sort of get to 10-4, 10-5, 10-5,
I'd be
you're
thinking...
only half behind them,
personally, I'd be thinking... Well, I don't know if I play this shot. Okay, no, that's fine. But I'd be thinking 13-11 or something. Get yourself to 30. Just get yourself to a point where you're making the other guy nervous. The last thing you want is player to be so far ahead. It doesn't matter if he throws in a couple of silly mistakes.
That's a mile.
Is it that far too thick? I need to go to the toilet.
I'll be following you after. I didn't mean that. I'll be following you. I'll be following after. We've actually got 300 people listening now.
Have you really?
There's nothing to do with Paul, I'm just slagging everyone off and they love it. No, I don't know actually. Hi Callum, hello. Darling, you right? I'll give you a mention in a minute, yeah?
That's Louise.
No, I've forgotten her name. I'm so wrapped up in this, sorry. Louise. Sorry Louise, darling. I'll talk about you a bit more in a minute.
I'll be in by 8. Tag. Where's your pound thing?
didn't mean it. I just want. Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa Middleton.
What?
Could you go and get drinks, please?
Oh, I've got
No, Danny's gone up for a drink in his tomorrow round. Can you go and get him?
No, we've got to wait till you're back.
Huh?
You buy me one.
You don't do anything for nothing, do you?
And some doubles.
Yeah.
You're mooing at me.
I'm going to eat a purple one.
Look, I'm not getting paid for this. Well, you drink apple sours
I'm
like
going to eat a red
20p.
one.
Hurry up, because Dan's onto the bar.
I've just got to watch this break.
Oh shit.
Piss off.
Itchy.
Right, what's the break bet then?
Well, curious break, isn't it?
Get me a Lisa.
Oh no, okay.
Lisa, get up there.
Are you buying David one?
Yeah.
I'll be having a treble.
Lisa, you can drink 3 drinks in one night, you gibs. Just go and get yourself a drink. What a clown that girl is.
Yeah, it's Pewie's price.
It's all kicked off. Oh my god. Battery level low? Calm now after a bit of a technical difficulty there. I'll give Lisa some money to get a drink.
She's bringing him. Right, 9-1. Or what happened in the last frame? I missed it. Like Pugh was in control. Right.
He played the snooker.
Oh, he's missed it.
He played the snooker and got two
That's
shots.
yeah.
One came down actually by playing red. Instead of him putting the red with 2 shots, he's gone to move the 3 yellows on the side cushion.
Yeah.
Didn't come out. Then he went to cover the black with the second shot. Didn't cover the black and left straight red on the black hand corner.
Oh god.
I thought he had to. Where the red was sat with the pocket with 2 shots, you have to take it over the pocket. You know, just pull it. And
Yeah.
Then, but this is 10-1 now all of a sudden. Thank you, Wench.
Wench. What do you wench?
You got them?
You drop that over AJ's gear, that's going to cost you 40 quid.
But Carly said she'll sort it out with you later.
Huh?
You've got to pay for one of them, but Carly said she'll sort it out with you later.
Yeah, alright.
Because it was mixed round.
Yeah, I thought you said you were getting the other one.
I said I'd buy him a drink.
Yeah, he wanted 2.
That's what happens when you're a big name. You want to. Did you, Lisa? Did you get a drink, Lisa? You didn't get one of them stupid sour things, did you?
Oh yeah, where's the bomb?
Too many sours.
You've got too many sours, no sours.
Too many. The whole bottle.
Okay.
Steaming.
Well, actually, did you get me and Emmy Jaeger bomb each?
Yeah, get us here. Yeah.
No, I'll get these.
Are we going to? What? Do I get a sour?
Yeah, you can have a water bomb.
Are we going to Turtle later?
Yes.
No, I ain't. I hate that place.
Good, because we weren't inviting you.
Trying.
It's not for old people. OAPs are not allowed.
This is your stupid drink, Arthur. Is that enough?
Another
5
tenner.
and 2 Jaeger bombs.
Oh, Rich, he really needs
You want
to
whole fucking town drinks?
get.
Drinks on Rick.
He needs to run. He needs to get to 11-6. He needs to get to 12-7. So he needs to get to 14-10. He needs to get. Mick, I'm just saying. I'm talking to myself here, but he needs to get to. Rich needs to put a run together. The match isn't over. He needs to get to. He needs to get to 11-6. He needs to get to. It's not going to hit a cushion. He's not hitting a cushion. No, he has. He's potted it. Good shot. But he needs to get to 11-6 or 12-7 or 13-10 or 15-13 something. He just needs to get it sort of close to make Darren start doubting himself. You know, before.
Yeah, what I think he's got to do is he hasn't got to try and win it now. He's just got to try and get back into it and give himself a chance, you know.
Just win 3 out of 4 frames just to get to 11-5 or 4 out of 5 frames to get to 11-5.
Yeah.
Just to make Darren. I mean, he's making it so easy for Darren at the moment.
I can't hear
If he loses like this, he'll be really disappointed in himself because he's much better than this.
AJ, I've lost a bit of
Nice
hearing
guy
again,
as well.
please. Sorry, mate. I don't know if I'm a
much
jinx
better
or
player than
it's the
this, and,
metal plate in my leg that's interfering.
I know
so
myself
I
from
can't hear.
experience. You know, I've played many games and not played any really my potential.
I can't hear him.
Played well before, but
Can you hear me, Dan?
I can hear you, mate.
Yeah. You can't hear
You
me.
just need to just try and do yourself a bit of justice with it.
By ringing to take that away. Yeah,
I've had a serious word happening just to say. It's not about you. For Ellie and Mark, they need to know that everything's under control so they need to know.
There we go. So this clearance is all about just controlling the white. He needs to, and he's already fucked it up to an extent, to be honest with you, but he needs to leave himself an angle with his last 2 balls. I keep saying the same word, angle, and stuff like that all the time, but he just take your time and just take an extra 10 seconds when you've got 5 or 6 balls left to figure out what the fuck you're going to do, mate. Because now, tricky
Ego
shot. What do I do?
retards.
Lisa's brought us over a Jaeger bomb each. See this show, he's got down, he's played it, and he's messed it up, and Rich is in. You know, this is
It's a little bit strange. He's playing some shots like he's 10-1 down. You know, really, it's weird, isn't it? How it can throw you sometimes.
It's your concentration thing, and
He could have nearly snooked himself there, I think.
he has. He's snooping himself on the straight part. I think he might be able to still double it.
I think he played a cross double, yeah, or the treble double,
Or the quadruple.
Oh my God, that's gone as well.
Yeah, quadruples in. He's apologised.
Right. Pounds on every frame.
What? Do you want? A 5-minute break. We're on a 5-minute break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure there's thousands watching. So, yeah, they're having a 5-minute break now, Darren and Rich. Back in 5. Send some comments to the Facebook or text if you've got my number. Send some comments.
Back from Grover since we slated him for not being.
We haven't heard for Grover actually, because Grover's shited his boxes, hasn't he? That's what he's done. Yeah, see you in 5.
One of these things is burst. No? Not like in, yeah, so much. It's the same gear. There's a few things we say, like I sound muffled. Yeah, Vic sounds clear. It's kind of funny. Vic sounds too quiet.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
I'm sure it is, mate, to be honest. Oh well.
Earpieces are down.
My earpieces are down. Listen to him. Oh, Crossy owes you a beer, by the way.
Why?
Because he went, Mick basically slanked Jimmy Carney on there. When he come back, Mick just told everyone that Jimmy Carney shit his pants on.
Coming down.
Coming down. Be great for this coming at all.
Check, check, check.
You done your Jaeger bomb?
No. I was saying.
Where is it?
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Your stuff's not working.
What?
Hey, you're playing well, mate.
Tell you what you're doing. You're playing as well as you normally play.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Testing. Testing. Can't hear me? No? Testing. Testing, testing.
Oh, he really is. England player. England player. What a joke. Well, we had 50 comments saying what a prick. We did.
Check, check, check. Check.
Yeah.
0 comments.
Not one said you should.
Can you hear me now? No?
We've got technical difficulty.
You can hear them on there because that green bit keeps going, yeah?
Yeah.
If that green bit gets going up, then that means that they can hear us.
Technical difficulty.
You just can't hit each other.
Yeah, which is a bit.
It's a bit weird to be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit. Technical. Sorry for the loss.
I'll go to fucking Sky if I have to. You had the most response though. No, he shouldn't. What do you think of? You cleaned her out, Lisa, stop gambling.
Lisa's just joined GA.
Just actually explain what that is.
Check.
Oh, well done.
No, it's
I thought it was gambling arseholes actually, but you should join Gamblers Anonymous as well. Yeah. Gibbs Anonymous.
Creasy's got no mileage, he's just taking money off her. You're up at the moment, you're even.
Irish gambling.
1-1-1.
I'm up at the moment, I'm even. That's what you said, wasn't it? Yeah, you
And you've had 2 of them apple salads, calm down.
Yeah. Yeah. What they do, they get some appletiser, a little bit of lemonade, and then they get one of those
Just to fizz it up.
needles. Then one of those needles, and they put a drop of vodka in it, and they go, "It's a shot." Idiot. Okay. Player's lost his head. Player's lost his head. Probably don't matter, does it? Just.
That's actually quite funny, player, but we won't go into that.
So, can we
know
hear
what
each
your
other?
mum's like.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now, actually.
I can't hear Mick, but he can hear me. Is it to do with this? No, that's I can hear myself better. If I turn that up, then I can hear Mick better. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you, Dan.
I can hear you a bit. I can't hear you very well.
That's probably a good thing.
No, I can't. You sound like you're in the background. I can hear you, but it's just faint. Anyway, we don't need to hear each other. They need to hear us.
Exactly. We're not really going to concentrate on the match anyways.
Watch out, AJ. Don't move. Don't move.
Lisa, cross it there like it's a big name, look. He's taking names for
Taking names for a ladies' flyer.
There's a ladies' flyer on you. Bertram said, excuse me, you're one. Jimmy Carney's mate, that is.
So who's running the Wednesday league? Is it Crossy and Carl?
I really haven't got a clue. That's the first I've seen them two up there. I haven't got a clue. I know that obviously Danny jacked in.
Yeah, I didn't know whether it was a joke or not that Crossy was going to help to run it. I thought
I didn't even know Cross was
they were
involved.
winding Crossy up, but he's up there, isn't he? So I think Crossy is
Maybe he
running
is.
the Wednesday.
Good luck to him. I couldn't handle it. Too much. Actually, you can't please everyone, can you?
Pardon?
You cannot please everyone.
How about now? Is that okay? Because I can hear you a bit better.
Yeah, I can just hear you. Yeah, I don't think I could run a sort of league because there's always some. I think they're not happy unless they're moaning. Some people, you know.
No, that's a thankless task. Oh my god, damn. It's actually playing a really good
Yeah,
shot.
I don't know if he's contemplated that in the middle or top, but it's come out all right.
If he just drops it in,
Another
no,
shot,
right, basically. This is phone ball.
He stays still there. He has been
still.
doing. Oh, he's played that.
Keep really still. That was a really good shot.
Really good shot. No power in it
Credit
at
where
all.
credit's due, mate. That was a good shot,
Yeah.
wasn't it? I was right down the line of that
Yeah.
shot, and all I was watching when he delivered the cue was his head.
Really, really good shot.
And he kept still, and he just, yeah. I don't like giving Darren Player compliments because he's a bit of a wank, isn't he?
But when they do it, you know, you got a due. You know what I mean?
Credit where credit's due, yeah. Does anyone like him? No. Is he in my bed? Yes. But he played a good shot, didn't he?
If you can get over that, then he's all right.
I Once you get over that, sometimes he's funny if he's not insulting you.
Or your mum,
He's
or
always
something
insulting
like that.
someone. That's the thing I feel most for Pewey tomorrow. If Darren wins this, I mean, even if he just wins, let alone if he wins heavily, is that whichever way round it was going to be.
The thing is, it's not like next week he'd be forgotten. This will never be forgotten. Never, ever.
Not with Darren, because he's such a... As long as he's got something on you.
Yeah. Oh, he'll play on it all day. He'll play on
Of course
it.
he will.
But
Of course he will.
you've got to expect that from him. If you're going to jump in with him, you've got to expect it. Like, you know, in my eyes, don't. I've always said to him that he's one of these people. He can give it, but he can't take it sometimes.
Oh, he can't though.
No. And I don't agree. If you give it, you should be able to take it. If you can't take it, then don't give it. Like,
I know. Yeah.
But this would be just torture.
This here, right? This is such a good count.
Yeah.
And to be honest, he should have moved the yellow with his first shot. He's got. I see so many people do it. I've done it myself occasionally. Get 2 shots off the break. They're really easy. And you take no time at all to think about it. Before you know it, did he mean to be on that one? Don't know. But before you know it, you've made it difficult.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's took these well, and that's 11-3. And so from 7 or 11-3, it's only 4-3. It's okay. Well, big shot. Big shot, and
I think you've done wrong down. It's so obvious. He didn't get on the black ride, but don't show you played a bad drop. Just get down and play it. Like, you know, he's upset himself before he got on the black.
Compose yourself. I've learnt so much over the last couple of years since the whole streaming thing's become a bit more. You know, every Tom, Dick and Harry's got their own stream. And watching myself, and unfortunately, until recently, I've only ever really been watching myself play badly on the stream. But you then watch yourself play well on the stream, and you start to just learn things about yourself. And
I've
you probably do learn more.
You can learn so much more by watching than actually playing.
Of course you do. And
Getting back to this
I've learned
here, he's got a lovely shot. He can play the yellow, which is on the D line. Come off 2 cushions, like off the side cushion between the black and the middle. He gets on the line too. He's looking at playing this line. I'm just coming around across straight in front of the other side on the D line. He comes round and he's on to
one position shot here.
Yeah, that's all over.
Yellow that's near the green and brown spot. One position shot here.
He's stretching really good now. This is silly stretching.
Is it that? That's what to be honest, I think he's got a bit left. Got a bit of a reckless. Yeah. Shot, but he ran a bit more from himself. Learn a bit from yourself.
I heard you for a couple of frames now. I heard you on the earphones.
How much is that?
£2. There's a pound there. That's all right. Yes! Not a chance there's a white one.
He's not called that stroke, has he?
The white game, I'm taking that.
Look at you, the
I'm
white
taking that.
never
That's
counts.
cheating. I'm taking that for cheating.
White never counts.
No, because it does. It's all the way to
So 11-3 from 7-0 is 4-3.
Yeah.
If he can do a 4-2 the other way, all of a sudden it's 13-7.
As you said, it's still way behind, but he's got to look at the positive. He's actually in this section a little bit up, hasn't he? It's not nice, is it, to knock a player on his he's a prick. But I can't say that on live TV that he's a prick. I'll probably better just listen to you talk outside of it. It's a nice little shot. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. See, it's the other side, the other spectrum is the player's only got to win one in every like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? He's always going to be in control. You know, it's good for him.
Done now, just dropped it in dead weight. Played the red into the bottom right, red into the bottom left. One in, all you need to do is slight angle, one in.
It sounds obvious and so stupid, but it's so important to work your way around the table and look at balls.
That's what, to be fair, neither of them seem to have done.
No.
So far, and they're both better than that.
It kind of exaggerates. Your first ball, you're out by an inch, and the second ball, you're out by 2, and all of a sudden, your fourth or fifth ball, you're way out, like, you know?
I think we see a lot with snooker players. They don't give the game any respect because the table's so small. And you watch them, and Mark Allen played in the Nations a couple of years ago. Got to the semi-final of the series, but he didn't go all that way. Nowhere near as well as you'd expect him to. He was really playing for the Bees in the last team. I watched
It's a terrible shot.
Yeah. And I watched him play against Christian in the semis of the Nations Cup. It was a classic example I've seen it is a snooker player losing to a pool player.
Yeah.
Because they don't give the game any respect because the table's a quarter of the size.
Yeah.
Snooker tables, 72 square feet, pool table.
Well, the thing, I mean, it's funny to say it, but my argument is I've always said a good pool player will be a good snooker player at pool. But obviously not the other way around. This is a completely different game. It's a massive table, but because a snooker player can pop balls, but it's not all about par. You know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to play the one right shot that wins you the frame, and they lack that because they obviously don't play that game. Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
I think you're right. I decent level. I always wanted to play snooker. Good enough. That's where you can play ball.
Yeah.
Good enough. To an unbelievable. He won the World Championships 6-7 years because he apparently used to play county when he was a kid. And he was always, as a kid growing up playing snooker, you probably are going to play quite a few before suppose.
Yeah.
But a lot of the snooker players don't just turn up expect to win it because it's only a pool. They're so good.
He actually amazed me because obviously he was a top pool player. To go and be probably at the moment the best snooker player around this miles is amazing.
Yeah.
But he's just got that snooker about him that I will be good kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? I was just saying about the Selby, he just, because he's shit hot at snooker as well, like, you know, but he's just got that, the way he plays that he will not fail kind of play, sort of, like, you know.
He's got the mentality,
Yeah.
he's got the will to win the game
Definitely.
that other snooker players don't have.
No.
And that's why and he is a bit boring to be honest, but he gets the job done all the time.
And it's every shot of him is like his last shot, if you know what I mean. And that's so hard to do.
Phil Harrison, he talks about his dad and passed away, and he talks about his dad, and his dad said, look, the only important shot is your next shot.
Yeah.
And if you live by that moral, or play the game with that in mind all the time, you won't go far wrong.
No.
Paul is, snooker's not like that.
No.
Paul's like that.
Yeah.
Paul's an awful lot like that. The important shot is your next shot.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times that you fuck up a frame where you've just run slightly out of position, and it's almost like a whatever, and it spreads. You know, your next shot is slightly more out of position, and then you're more out of position.
But it's so, and it's so important as well. Your last shot you played, you can't change that, and so many people miss because they played a bad shot the shot before and they're thinking about it. It's gone. You can't change. You can't get it back. Forget about it. And you can actually better that by playing the next shot to improve. You know what I mean?
I see it a lot when I was younger, growing up, and I used to watch American Pool, and you would always see Earl Strickland as maybe the pin-up boy or the one that you probably, to be honest, a good shot from next shot. Tough black.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's going to try and cut this or treble it or just bring it off the back cushion.
I was just saying, I mean, it sounds boring, but he could literally just knock this off with the white on the top cushion and leave player nothing. I know it's negative,
leave
but
the white on the top cushion and just try and leave the black near to the middle.
Yeah.
I think
it's negative, but it's not a bad shot.
the percentages wise, that will win you more frames. So that's a good shot.
Yeah, it is a good shot, very good shot. Sounds boring. I mean,
What you want your player to do, if you're in a one-frame pool tournament, in the team.
oh, a player goes and doubles his cross doubles and clears up. You think, oh, why don't you go for it? But I think that's the right shot at the time.
I
Yeah.
think so.
And he's got it as well. What I was a bit surprised there is he's played the cross double, but he hasn't played on the last ball. If you're going to take the cross double, I mean, make it
I
worthwhile.
mean, he's played the cross double, but he has literally given the pace of the shot no consideration.
No.
If he gets this is
That white's going close to the middle now. But in my eyes, if you're going to take the risk on the cross double, make it worthwhile to get on your last ball. It's no good getting on cross double and then leaving yourself an impossible.
wholeheartedly, full-blooded, yeah. I personally think that's killed the game. I think that's the end of that.
That was massive. That was really big.
That's the
But you can't blame Richard for that. I think Richard played the really good shot there, the right shot.
He did, yeah. And I said that before. They're the frames that destroy it.
Oh, it hurt you so much.
Like, if you played that frame 20 frames, 20 times, and wanted to play the shot.
Yeah.
But to lose the frame after that hurts you so much more than if you went for the cut. You could go for the cut and leave it on the back cushion as well. You know,
Did he mark the score? I don't think he did. Right. But he's probably sitting there, Richard, thinking, why didn't I go for the cut and the black? But he's done the right shot.
He did play the right shot.
He did, yeah.
To prepare to actually play the shot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was quite a big lead.
The problem is these two haven't got bad breaks, have they? They've got quite powerful breaks at two, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they put a lot of their muscle behind it.
Yeah. Maybe it's the beard. I don't know.
At least it's down and 40 by 7 try.
Yeah.
The Turkish bars or something.
He's asked me to be doubles partner.
Could you be a bit quiet, please? I'm trying to do a job here.
Professional, eh?
I got more time going.
Lisa just telling she took all Priest's money.
Even got their earpieces.
Not like this snooze one.
We told a joke and I saw it.
There's live commentary going all around this building. Shut up, Lisa. Why do you think they're all coming in? You know the snooker that got the earpiece.
When Dennis Taylor tells one of his best in the whole crowd.
Don't laugh, Ben, it's true.
Yeah. I was expecting this is the funny thing. You see it a lot with boxing and people give it the big one. Wind their opponent up, they say whatever they can say under their skin to either goad them into accepting the fight or the match or whatever. Don't really know. When it happens, so respectful.
Yeah.
Nice. Look, they probably suck each other up after.
Yeah. He's probably sort of gone into a shell a bit, isn't he? But
They were so nice to each other. Player will be on Facebook for the first time ever, saying something nice about anyone.
the problem is, it's always nice to say, it's easy to say something nice about someone when you beat them, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah. I was half expecting. Ray got a big lead, big game.
Yeah.
It doesn't click.
No. I think that's probably the best thing you could have done, because you can get carried away and Larry, and all of a sudden you lose a few, and then you start getting a bit nervous, like that.
Use your brain to an extent, haven't you?
Oh, he's fluking. Oh, he's coming off.
That's something that hasn't worked out too bad. Wow. Black's tied up by the red.
Yeah.
I'd be playing the red next to the yellow with the left middle. Red into the middle.
Yeah.
Put the yellow on the side cushion.
Yeah.
And play another snooker. Because even if you pass them,
I'll work this out now.
oh, you could do that as well. You've probably got 1,000 to choose. Yeah.
I've done sort of this way.
He's walking on the table as if this is real. It's not easy doing the frame. He's much better than this week, so I think it's been a tiny bit guilty of maybe not thinking as much as he should. But if you go play like this, knock the one in down the cushion and try and leave yourself alone.
Yeah.
It's black out with the red on the bottom cushion. But for the way he was, he's not giving himself a tricky shot. It should have been saved, it should have been putting in a save.
He's done that, hasn't he?
You could play the snooker here just behind you.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is a sensible shot. It's been a play. Yeah, so that,
Yeah, it's the right shot.
it's a
Yeah.
good shot, it's the right shot. It should
Yeah,
probably
definitely.
win the frame, but then if what Dan's got to do is come up and down and get a hit on the yellow,
Yeah.
assuming he doesn't snooker rich, he's still got a delicate little shot to play to finish the game off. I tell you what, that's
Got the white away as well.
but to leave a bit of distance is probably to leave a bit of distance is good actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Slightly more difficult hit on the yellow, but
He's playing his side. I'm a bit surprised. He could have played that very thin and gone up
again,
and down.
that's
with the
what we
white.
said before, wasn't it? He was always going to, by playing that snooker, even if he was left on the red, he was going to leave himself a delicate, tricky little shot to.
Well, looking from here, I think it's just drop in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, good shot. So 12-4.
Make sure you don't let loose.
Sorry if it's got a bit quiet here, but we're having a few more technical difficulties on my earpiece, which is probably good news for most people.
So anyway, we've got I think you maybe
Grover. Another more 40 replies saying no. Seriously. You're right there, actually.
we've got Dave Hood sat with us in the commentary box. Forget the score. Forget it started. So we've got D.Player, R.Pugh-Roberts. Your predictions?
Oh, I thought it'd be a lot closer than what it is actually.
No, you don't know what the score is. Yeah. Okay. So D.Player. D.Player is playing R.Pugh-Roberts. 300 quid each. Bit of a crowd though. So it's a good atmosphere. What do you expect the score to be tonight, Dave? Just about to kick off.
Bit of interest from
I expected it to be tight because I played Player not long ago and he played really well. He's playing well. But yeah, I thought Rich might nip it, but I ain't seen anything.
No, I think maybe a fair assessment is Darren has played about as well as he's
Eurosport been in contact.
Playing. He's played alright, he's played quite well. Rich has played below his normal standard. To be fair, he'll be the first one to admit that himself.
To do a stint on Eurosport.
So that's my assessment so far.
Laura's just come into the building, that lovely lady Laura. Make me nay.
You're going Hearts tour at the weekend. When do you leave? Friday?
Fucking hell.
I can't hear you, Dan. It's all fucked up, isn't it?
Can't hear each other.
None.
What's happening?
Viewers, 722.
That's just for Mick. 722. Laura, we're famous, mate. We're famous now. Honestly.
Do you want to get live commentary? You can get an earpiece at the bar. You can
For every
get live
word-
commentary.
For every word you say, you get paid 50p, Laura.
What are you talking about? Don't come out.
For every word you say, you get paid 50p.
Look, Mushy. No, there is no one watching this.
727 now.
No, stop it. They keep laughing at you. Look at Davey laughing at
Please don't hate us. We're not famous.
I think my personal opinion, Rich needs to get to. He needs 13-10. He needs 6-1. He's desperate now.
He needs to get to about 8, doesn't it?
It's all right being 8 behind if it's first to 25. And I mean, it's not all right being 8 behind first to 25, but it's when you're 8 behind and your opponent only needs 5 more. You really do need to get a fight. At least 4 out of the next 5 frames. You're aiming for 6 or 7 out of the next 7 or 8 frames. You really need to, because the momentum can change. It can shift. It can. It really can.
Just gets his towel off the fraction and then do it right.
I think so. Yeah. He just needs to. See, Darren's messed his frame up, but 4, 5 times in this match. No, I don't think Rich is written off just yet. Definitely not. Definitely not the way that Rich plays against someone like Darren, the way that Darren plays, because Darren, I'm afraid, in my opinion, could get complacent. And if complacency leads it to 15-13, then it's anyone's game. And 15-13 from here is only 9-3. which isn't a whitewash, it isn't a destroy, you know, it's a change in momentum, and it is a
One, isn't it? You're winning 3
it's
training for a
one
marathon
at
or
a
something.
time. It's not.
Got into it now, yeah? How long have you been doing
I
that?
wanted about 4 months now, but I do
Are you all firmed up now?
Again, it's a badge. It seems to just. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to.
without carry on.
You wouldn't knock me out. You'd love me. Is your arse all firm?
No, I don't know. I think Darren's handled the fact that it's in front
Yes,
of
the firm arse.
maybe a good 30 people now.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, the stream thing. I'll be honest with you. First few times I ever played on a stream, it was in my head a little bit. It wasn't. I genuinely maybe play at a slightly higher level than these two, but whatever level you play at, if you're not used to it, I wasn't used to playing on a stream.
Get a pot over it.
You do get a little bit
I can't leave the
nervous.
comment.
You do think to yourself, right, let's do the right thing, but then you're weighing that up against, let's play the right shot because I want to play the shot that everybody else would have played that's watching, rather than the right thing to do for the situation. And it clouds your judgment.
It does cloud your judgment.
Yeah, right, everyone's guilty of it. Oh my God, what's going on there?
So you got left and right on?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, the L in the left. And the R in the right.
Just say what you see, alright?
It's not a catchphrase, Lise. Say what you see.
Hello, Lord.
See what you see.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I can hear you. Just take one out. Take the one closer to me. Take that out. Right there. Now you can hear me a little bit.
Hello, Davey.
Oh, hello. That was loud.
I'm just taking over Mick.
Just taking over Mick. Not literally. How you been, Laura, anyway?
I'm fine. How are you, Davey? How was
Very
the
good.
game?
It's just. What do you think of the game so far?
I've just joined.
Just joined?
Yeah.
Yeah. The commentary team.
How do you think it's looking?
Well, how do you, I know how it's looking because I've been here for the last 2 hours. You haven't.
right. No,
How do you think
in.
it's looking?
Well, everyone is very concentrating on their game, aren't they?
Everyone is very concentrating on their game, aren't they? How'd you get here, Laura? Did you drive?
Yes, I did.
Didn't get a taxi?
No. No
Dangerous
drinking
they are.
today. Why?
Sometimes they crash.
Oh, yeah, Davey. we like the story of what happened there.
Oh, God. No, I can't be bothered. That's too embarrassing.
No, it's not. I think people need a laugh.
No, well, need a laugh. You're on, so. Not literally, but you're on the commentary.
I am.
Yeah, so they've
They
got a
don't
laugh
find it
now.
funny.
They won't find that funny. They need to understand.
What's the score then, Davey?
Well, you see that thing there, that next to Darren Player's name, there's a couple of numbers there. What does it say?
Oh, 12.
Yeah. Against R.Pugh-Roberts' name, what does that say?
4.
Yeah, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the score,
right.
Laura?
12-4.
Yeah, well done.
So do you reckon Pew will be able to pick that back up?
I think it's gone too far now. I think there's too much of a margin with not enough match left, in my opinion.
How many more do you think they
amazed.
got? What are they going up to?
You see that number there in the middle?
We got 33.
Yeah, that's what it's best
Oh,
of.
right. Okay, so you could still come back with it.
So if it's best of 33, what's it first to? Oh, she's phoned a friend. She's phoned a friend.
phone a friend. You need an answer.
This ain't working. Look. He's looking the slur. Do you want to drink?
There's a drink, yeah. There's a fucking D.Player bomb, mate. It's quite big here. Not big, it's not, but from 7-0, and you know what I said about the getting the first frame on the board is really important?
Yeah.
From 7-0, it's now 5-all. And 5-all, 7-all, 9-all, 12-all. I was expecting that. I was expecting a really close game tonight. You know, Pewee does play for England. And Darren Player,
it's very hard to see that when you're playing,
but he's not that bad a player. He's good.
He's brought himself back into it a little bit.
He's brought himself back into it. Because if
Doesn't
this
look like
goes
it's
12-8, anyone
like
can...
10-1 or something, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, when people are playing each other that are of a similar standard, anyone can win 3 frames in a row against the other one.
Definitely.
So if Rich wins the next 3, that's 12-8.
Yeah.
And you've got a game on your hands. There's
Definitely.
7-0 game set and matches all over. Don't get me wrong. Of course, Darren Player's quite a big favourite from here, but
you expect every player to go on a couple of frames run, and Richard hasn't really had a run, so you could, as you say, if he hits 2 or 3 in a row here, he's right back.
If he starts thinking about the finishing line, he's in trouble. I don't think he's in too much danger of Rich clearing up from here. Well, actually, he's got the angle to go into his bad ball now, which he has done. Good shot.
That's a really good shot.
Good shot, yeah. I think Rich he really has played quite a bit better from 7-0. From, like I said before, once he won his first frame, he settled a bit. You know, and he has loosened up a bit. Like Dave next.
He just relaxed a bit.
He has just relaxed a little bit, but
getting smashed here, I can't play no worse. Let's give it a go.
Well, there's a fine line between relaxing and loosening up a bit and being careless. And I don't think Rich quite had that right at the start. But he's maybe... okay, so he's played a bad shot there, but he was maybe just about to sort of get that right, if that makes sense. I think... I know, there really was... I know, he needs to sort of... Because he was perfect on this last red.
Yeah, he was.
With 2 reds left, to just drop it in the corner and drop it in the middle.
He could have come a lot closer to these 2 reds. He just dived it in.
Yeah, he really could. And now Darren's got a... Darren needed to leave himself the correct angle on the yellow in the middle, and he hasn't, because he's taken too long over this shot. A bit more right hand side, and he'd have been perfect. And then,
but again, if he's don't force it. If he can't get down, don't come down for it like an ace.
No, but he's tried to push it in and out the cushion.
Oh, and he's played that really well. Really, really well.
The thing is, right, 2 shots ago, if he plays that shot, the easy pot, the unmissable pot in the bottom left hand, top left hand corner, with a bit more bottom and a bit more right hand side, he'd have had the perfect angle in the first place. He's still going to win this frame, but that's the difference between your good players and your very good. That's the difference between your good players and your Darren players.
That was quite good, actually. I didn't get that the first time.
That was good, wasn't it?
I like that.
I did that by accident.
You should be on telly, mate. But all joking aside, this is a frame that, like a 2-frame swing, because Pewee should have won this, and now players winning it.
But there's been 4 or 5 of these.
Oh, big time.
4 or 5 of these where players got in, messed up. Rich has come to the table. Darren's got 2 or 3 balls left. Rich has got 7, and he's either made a wrong decision or maybe rushed a shot. Or,
but really, when your opponent's got 1 or 2 balls left and you've got 7, I don't care where they are, you shouldn't be losing the frame with 7 balls.
You should win 9 out of 10 of those frames. You really should.
And the worst thing you see people when they got 7 balls left, they think, well, I've got to pot 3 or 4 and then I'll snooker him.
No.
You shouldn't be doing that.
No, you shouldn't at all.
It's
got nothing to do with that. You
no.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Rich, good break again, but just the white went straight in the middle.
Now again,
he's done that a few times now.
We were saying like he's got it like 4 all and he's come into it a little bit. Now he could lose 2 in a row and it's gone again from him, isn't it?
Yeah,
4 all
yeah, right.
Massive, isn't it?
Well, yeah, from 12-5, these couldn't be any nicer.
Yeah.
I mean, this really should, by anybody's standard, be 13,
definitely.
Be 14-5 now. From 12-5, Rich on a clearance. This I mean, this should be, if the white didn't go in off there, this should be Rich on a clearance to go 12-7.
Yeah.
It's now Darren to go 14-5, and 14-5 is, it's all over.
Yeah,
barring
it's massive,
Darren,
absolutely massive.
Barring Rich playing out better than he's ever played before,
yeah.
or Darren playing an absolute stinker. Because these two are roughly the same standard, and to come from 9 frames down against someone that's about the same as you is almost impossible.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it was like one that was so much better than the other, then the one that was better could run 4, 5, 6 frames off. But these are not going to get that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, this is 14-5 on Darren's 1-7 in money to finish the frame from here. But don't get me wrong, I would have a 5 on him not to at 4s. Because that can happen, and it almost happened. No, nothing. He's not. You still have 4s now. Do you want 4s? You won't miss from there. But he could. That's your point.
4s on what? He wants back period of 4s
to win the frame.
Oh,
yeah. And Darren almost snookered himself on that last yellow. Yeah. I don't know how much angle he's got here, but
no, I think he's really nice. He can just.
Is he running slightly? He's running slightly away from the black, so he's left himself.
Yeah, a little tricky, but
he hasn't left himself a gimme. But he'll
to be fair to him, all these shots he's had to play well. He's played really well. Like
he has. He keeps himself still on the shot, and he plays them and he gets them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. 14-5 is. I think that's all over for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Go on. Laura, did you find out what the answer was? Best of 33. What's that first two? No, well done. No, it's good. No, she did it. I asked her what best of 33 meant, and she
got
said
nothing on her.
No, it took her 7 minutes, but she said first to 17. She knows.
Well, I see her going around asking a load of people to take their socks off, so she was obviously counting.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's only 9 o'clock.
What's that?
It's like it's not far from being finished. It's just saying it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. It might be finished. Never enough.
He's walking around the table. It's really easy. It's not.
Just don't seem to be. He's just getting down on pot boys. He don't seem to be taking care of each. Again, it's easy watching it, but he's just like potting the red and thinking, "Oh, what happens
so
next?"
Much better than this. I think he's fighting.
He actually played that well, really well.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, very well.
Shot. But it was easier than that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I think that just sums up. He's getting sort of really, without being horrible, hiding, and
getting
it hurts.
himself into a pickle when he doesn't need to be. When it's a tricky clearance, it's a tricky clearance. That's fair enough. But when it's not.
Stroked that in well.
14-6. See if I'm rich now. I'm thinking get to 15-12.
I was about to say that 15-10, 15-11, 15-12. Then he's got a sniff, hasn't he?
15-12, and then the next frame, 16-12 or 15-13 is massive, and then before you know it,
15, all of a sudden, then players seeing the finishing line, and then he could hurt him now. You know, he could panic.
Player could, from 14-6 up, player can. He won't intend to, but player could give 2 frames away from complacency.
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
If Rich then clears a couple off the break, plays a good.
This is where he's got to just control it. But he's got a massive break, but he just keeps going in off a lot of the time.
Well, Mr. Daniel Walker, we've just found out that there's a side bet going on, and it sounds like you've done your pieces, mate. So Daniel Walker had £100 on Rich, and Perry Chance took a chance and had £100 on D.Player. So, how do you feel about that, Walker? Done your pieces. Oh no, sorry. Perry said that you can cash out, because obviously you're due 200 if you win. You can cash out for minus £99. That's what Perry said. I think it's a bit harsh, to be fair. Oh well. You've done a great bet. I think Walker's still got a chance here. 15-12, 15-13 with these two. Ain't off the cards. Pewey just needs a bit of momentum. If Rich can reel off 3 or 4 frames in a row, Rich has got 2 shots. Don't play the plant, Rich. Think about it. Okay, so 14-6 is maybe looking like 15-6, I don't.
What? Well, he's just gone off there for no reason.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that. Apologies, I didn't realise Rich was yellows. Rich actually played the correct shot by playing the plant. And, to be fair, Darren's still got a bit of a tricky shot here to play to develop the frame to the point where it's his frame. So he needs to just figure this out. Should be able to figure out from here. You'd back most decent players to clear from here with 2 shots. Needs a bit of brain power. Not sure Darren's got that, but he's got beard power. The size of that beard. It's out of control.
Getting back to that beard, it's borderline disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It's like a tramp.
Proper like a tramp. He's got... Oh, he'd make a killing if he...
He can't clear up here, really, can he? He's just got to push the red over the pocket, surely, doesn't he?
If Darren could...
That's a shot.
If Darren could learn the guitar and buy a dog, he'd make a killing on her.
He'd probably end up on X Factor.
Yeah. Well, what story?
It's like someone that hasn't had to shave, like, because they ain't got nothing for like 6 months, and it's like a bum.
Like he's really at rock bottom. Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not uncomfortable as well. It's got to be uncomfortable, isn't
What's
it?
that?
Having a beard like that must be uncomfortable. I hate being unshaved.
I think so. But apparently after you get to 5 or 6 days of not shaving, it becomes comfortable because it becomes soft.
But I can't.
I've never been able to.
I can't go that far. I mean, this is the worst I've been. I hate being unshaven because it just... I wear shirts at work and it catches on it.
It's horrible, yeah. I'm on about 3 days at the moment.
Oh, I couldn't.
I almost had a shave before I came here.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I showered before I came here. I almost had a shave because it was so...
Yeah.
I couldn't manage. He's gone. Weeks. Size of it.
Yeah.
I can't even... Bit depressing. I can't even grow hair like that on my head anymore.
No.
Can't. It's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong.
But in Mars, I'd feel kind of dirty because you're trying to eat or you're trying to do everything.
Yeah, but he looks dirty.
Yeah, it's in your way, yeah.
He looks dirty.
It's actually, Mum's got a better beard than that.
Yeah. Where? Where?
Well, I'm not going into personal terms, but she's got a hairy arse as well, but we won't go into that. That's a really, really good...
That's a good shot.
Very unlucky.
That's a bit unlucky.
Very unlucky.
State of it though. Looks like he's...
Like he's just come out of a soup kitchen or something, you know what I mean? Like
a
bread roll and a bowl of soup.
Popped to Syria for a training camp. State of him. Come on, Darren.
Laura's trying to search it. What is it? Berkshire Pool, isn't it?
Search for Andy Johnson.
Yeah, get back to that situation where someone's got 2 or 3 balls left and Pew's got 6. He shouldn't lose them here now, really, should he?
It's a situation where, and Pew's had this 4 or 5 times now, and he's maybe only won one of them.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's where he's won and lost the match.
It realistically.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. So, I think Darren's got a bit fortunate there. That's a clever shot from Rich. Clever shot. It's not that easy. It's not that difficult to hit, but he can't hit it and come out any good from this. So he's got to play the pace. He's got to hit the shot at the right pace. He's played a good shot there. Played a good shot. Pardon?
I really thought there were a lot more people down here tonight.
I think it's built up though, isn't it? To start with, there were 10 people tops, and now there is a good
people coming in from work. But I actually
25, 30.
I thought there'd been a few more just because of the sort of the grudge factor thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I personally is no disrespect to her, I wasn't expecting an extremely high standard of pool, but it's more. Yeah, it's like an entertainment factor of the thing, though, isn't it? I'd be entertained by these two being 12 or 14 all. That would entertain me, and that's what I was expecting. I was expecting a close game.
I was looking more forward to watching this than actually playing pool myself.
Yeah, it's not. Don't get me wrong. If it was Callum's a quite a good player. If it was Callum against.
I'm not a great level of watching pool.
No, neither am I. If Callum was playing David for money or something, I don't want to watch it as much as this.
I mean, I don't.
I want to watch this.
I like watching. I watch a bit. I watch a lot. I watch a bit of pool on the internet. Obviously, you play quite a lot on there. But if there was like, say, a county thing or whatever, if it was one of our lads, I like to watch. But apart from that, I'm a very poor watcher.
Yeah.
Paul Watcher, who commentated on the last 15 games.
Well, if Callum's playing, then I'll be down all day.
Paul Watcher, talking of poor players, there he is, fucking off to Qatar because he might win the local singles league out there.
Got more friends out there.
There's 3 players in Qatar.
There is.
So at least you're in the semis, Callum, anyway. So.
Just.
You shouldn't lose 6 shows, 2 reds. All of a sudden, guys got a massive. I don't even get on this red, but.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got to force it or play a delicate screw shot to get the white back to where it is now. He's almost tried to do too much, but yeah, he shouldn't be getting it. Yeah, you are right. He really. It should be game over from there. And it. Yeah, I think when Rich reflects on the match and where he's won and lost it, if he does go on to lose it, which is by no means guaranteed yet, especially with Darren three frames from the end, but his shot selection has let him down a tiny bit. Just maybe occasionally overthinking, but mostly not thinking enough. Just when you've got the frame in your hands and. I think he's okay there, but really is that necessary. No, so anyway, this should be this is 14-7, I think, and this has left himself slightly too much angle, and he needs to think about it a little bit.
He probably could have took this one into the corner and left him dead straight in the middle.
Yeah, as it happens, they'll probably play out at the top actually. He's right behind it, so it's quite an easy shot up into the top right corner. As we watch it, shouldn't miss this. Yeah, he's got it. Good shot, 14-7. So again, from 7-0, 7-all. Yeah, I was expecting 7-0. I was expecting a close game. I was expecting to be sat here after 2.25 hours and it'd be 9-8 either way or something. And it's surprised me. Touchdown players leading by. Probably hasn't pleased many people either because everybody hates Darren, don't they? Everybody. Well, everybody hates Darren, so it's probably a bit of a surprise to see Darren ahead.
It's weird. I've always said in my life, I've known people that sometimes I don't like that bloke, but you've got to get to know someone before you hate him. More people probably hate the player, but they don't even know him. They hate him because of his reputation, because he's a mouthy fucker. But you should go and get to know people. You know that.
It is true. It's very joking aside, it's very difficult to because we're trying to make this a little bit more interesting than it is. But joking aside, it's hard to stick up for Darren if someone says Darren's a prick.
I was about to say it's very difficult to like him.
Yeah,
and that sounds true. It is. It's very difficult.
It is, but when you realise he is a nice guy, his art's in it. When you actually realise that 99% of his jokes or wind-ups are in jest.
And then when you see him with his kids, he's a completely different bloke.
Of course he is.
And actually just a proper dad, kind of like
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I think this is just an outer thing of him. He tries to get the big one, but inside.
Well, at the end of the day, I like to think of myself as quite a nice person, but I get an awful lot of pleasure out of being horrible to people. Not in a stupid. I know that sounds ridiculous. Not in a nasty way, but some of the funniest conversations you could have is when you're taking the piss out of people. Your mates. Do you know what I mean? Taking the piss out of your mates, having a laugh and a joke with your mates. They're the funniest conversations. They're the most enjoyable times.
It's nice to know who you can say that to as well.
Of course.
Take offence to, but you don't say that to people you don't take offence to.
Of course. The people that you don't know all that well, you don't take the piss out of them. And you don't.
His downfall, what you don't like, is he says it to people he's probably met for the first time.
That's right. And Darren occasionally.
And you think he's known him for 20 years.
Exactly. He'll wind someone up that he met 5 minutes ago, and he'll speak to someone that he met 5 minutes ago in the same way that he'll speak to someone that he doesn't know for 20 years.
The problem is one day you say it to the wrong person.
One day he's going to get clumped. Yeah. And
I'm surprised he's got away with it for so many years.
Well, it's a miracle, isn't it? It's a miracle. I don't know how it's happened. I think this is frame over because Darren can play the yellow into this side pocket now, leave the white roughly where it is, where the yellow is. Okay, well I think from what I can see here, if he'd left that much closer to the left hand side cushion, he could have flicked off the yellow first and played the billiard. So red onto the yellow. No, he's played it now. So, and now it's frame on. Just game on. It's screw the white out towards the pink spot. You can overhit it, but don't underhit it. And it should be the frame from it. Not quite what he wanted. Looks like he's okay, but he's actually a little bit in trouble now. So he's got to do a bit of work with the white, but. Well, the frame's still on from here. Yeah. He's played an absolute shocker. Played a shocker there. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Spice Girls? No, 5. Yeah, get it on.
No, we do it for no respect at all.
No respect. I didn't ask for free drinks. I didn't ask to get paid tonight. I just want.
Doing this for nothing, would you believe it?
And yeah, I'd done this for nothing. And all I wanted was I even gave the quid. Rich has played a bad one there.
That makes it 4 then.
Is anyone actually watching this live?
Oh, Darren. Wanker. That is absolutely terrible.
You should not lose on Rich.
Oh, it's again. It's a. But like I said before, you got to get the balance right between killing the frame off and not playing too many safeties. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, you've been overplayed sometimes.
I always say this, and I sound a bit boring now. If anyone's heard me commentate before, I always say the same shit all over and over again. But one of the hardest things with Paul is just making the right decision. Is going for clearance when the clearance is on, playing a safety shot to make the frame 90% safe instead of going for a 50-50 clearance, just weighing up your options and just doing the right thing. And
clear up is the one that actually wins you the frame. It's not the
of course it is.
But then again, people say, yeah, it's easy you to say it, you make them say that, which it is. It's so easy to say it, but
I know. But we're talking about that Alex Higgins clearance earlier. Alex Higgins clearance, which everyone knows the best break you've ever seen. Well, he ran out of position 4 or 5 times.
yeah, so you have an
But-
argument to say it wasn't the best break.
Well, of course it wasn't, because there's loads of other players when they're playing well. Although, I will say, obviously, he's 14-15 down first to 17 in a world semi-final. So, there aren't many people that are in his situation. But, he ran out of position 4 or 5 times where Hendry in his prime, Steve Davis in his prime, John Higgins at his best, wouldn't have made them mistakes. But,
I think it's the mistakes that make things good, isn't it? When
of course.
Like golf and things like that, when they play a pass and they play a miracle shot.
Of course.
Miracle shot,
But
you shouldn't be playing that shot in the first place.
But then I suppose on the flip side, the sign of a great champion or the sign of a great player is when they do make mistakes. Because Alex Higgins was a great player, so he didn't make that many mistakes. But
Bad shot, yeah.
when he did make mistakes, he had that ability to dig himself out the shit. And that's why people say it was a great clearance. But Hendry in his prime wouldn't have won that position, would he?
It's probably classed as the greatest ever, but it could be classed as the greatest sort of word, like
Recovery clearance ever. That's more accurate.
yeah, sort of like fuck-up clearance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course it is. I found myself so guilty of that in the past. When I'm not playing well, I'm playing a bit of pool, and you go, "Oh, how do you clear it from there?" Well, actually, if I'd have controlled the white about 5 shots ago, it would have been quite easy. You wouldn't have even been talking about it. But yeah, Pewie's doing the right thing. He's Darren's gone for it, hasn't got it.
Now, really, Mark, if you lose his friend, he just wants to set his out. He can't lose his friend.
He shouldn't. No.
But he's done the right thing there, he hasn't.
But you're right. It's 14-7 now. If Rich wins this frame, it's 14-8.
Oh, he's hit red first.
Is it red first? Yeah. But if Rich wins this frame, so that makes it 14-8. From 14-8.
I mean, this is probably the closest been to a minute, 6 frames.
Of course, yeah. Like I say, if Rich wins this frame, it's 14-8, and if anyone of a similar standard can reel off 3 frames, well, all of a sudden that's 14-11. It's game on. That's game on.
And I think with his break, we're talking about break, I think with his break, if he does get a little bit lucky where he doesn't go it off in the open like he can, all of a sudden he could pick a couple of frames. But
Thing is, the clearance is still on and they're still easy. I'm sorry, but it's... Oh, God. It's, we've had a comment here from Gavin Fulbrook.
We had 50 comments. Rosie plays ring and everyone said, what's a prick? Rover, it's up to 100% comments now. No.
We've had a...
Rover, cross it on the day now. What's it go? That'd be dead on him.
Oh, what's going on, is it? I've had a text from Gavin. Text from Gavin. I had a text from Gavin. Said, Rich will win from here. Player is doing a Jimmy Carney. Oh, it's controversial. Gavin.
What, Fulbrook?
Fulbrook, yeah.
Gavin, that is a controversial.
Gav. Yeah. Yes, it's really bang out of order. I don't know how. I know. I've sort of looked away for half a minute, and before you know it, it's a scrappy frame again. He hasn't been clinical enough. When he's got 3-4 balls left, and he hasn't killed the frame off like he can do. You're right, yeah. Well, his decisions. He's pointing his cue, he wants the white. That's fair enough, but are you going to get the white there with the maybe flick off the left-hand side of the red? It's not an easy shot. Well, don't hit it too hard because you might go in off. But he's potted the red. There was always a chance he was going to pot that red, I'm afraid. Yeah. Oh, which is... Oh, he's gone for it. He's pushed the boat out. I think he got the ump with himself. You know, it's we all know how Rich can play. Yeah, we all know how Rich can play. He's much better than this. But he'll be so disappointed with himself. He's had 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5 or 6 occasions where he's... And Darren's given him another lifeline. Yeah? I think you're right. If it was... if Darren was playing Rich in a singles league game, quarterfinals, they arrange it on a Thursday afternoon and it's just them two in the corner, I'd have Rich as a slight favourite. But I think it is a different thing, and I found that on myself. Pardon? Yeah. I think money games, in my opinion, it does depend on how people look at it, because some people do it for the money, but I personally think it's a pride thing. It's a having a bit. We play such a shit sport, and it's such a not underrated, but underachieving sport in terms of the exposure it should get and stuff. And you know, you could play in a pro event semi-final, and you got 6 people watching you. There's no one watching you, and you're playing for 300 quid on a Wednesday night, and you've got 30 watching you. It's just to get someone watching, just a bit of an audience, just a bit of an atmosphere, and it's a different skill to handle that situation.
such a sort of bad reputation where people don't know it's boring. They've obviously tried to change the rules to make it more exciting. It is probably hard to get anyone interested in pool, unless you're an actual pool player yourself.
Yeah.
But neutral things like this, they see people covering pockets, but it's boring, you know?
I think it looks so much easier than it is. People don't give any respect as to how difficult the game actually is. To leave yourself the right angle time after time. Look what he's done there. I mean, if the white was where it was, but just to the left of the red instead of the right of the red, a little bit further to the left, he can. Yeah, he can run into the. He can run into the yellow that's to the right of the black. And before you know it, there's 5 reds in the open and the black's out there. That first shot has messed him up.
They think they have to play their first shot.
Yeah. And now Pewey's coming to the table.
Your first shot is to get on your next shot, if you know what I mean.
Of course. Next shot is your most important shot.
Obviously, so many people use their first shot to get a ball out, and then they haven't left themselves on the next ball, and they may as well not have the free shot.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. Toilet break for me. Right, joined in the commentary box by Cannon Full of shit.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on, mate.
Right.
Well, speak. I don't know. Can we? Can you hear me? Speak.
Hello.
Yeah. We can say it. Speak. No, we can all hear each other. So it's okay. What do you think of the game tonight? Who's deserved what? What time did you get here?
Probably about an hour ago. Haven't really seen a good shot played yet.
Yeah.
Tricky to watch, really, isn't it?
You say tricky to watch, painful?
Yeah. It's like
They've both played not as well as they can, haven't they? Let's be honest and fair. Both could have been so much better.
But he just doesn't really know what's going to happen once
He doesn't really think about things, does he? No. But do you know what? I think Rich has been at.
Just type in any old letters there.
Yeah, okay. Friendship never ends if you're to be my lover.
How do you know if the mic's turned on?
I don't know, mate. Just talk. Oh, Darren. It's frustrated me commentating on this. You'd half expect that they've both practiced a fair bit and they're going to play out as well as they can play, and they just haven't. But
you've commented on a few now, haven't you?
A few, yeah, and you kind of get used to it. Honestly, commentating's not as easy as it looks. You need to just have a chat and a talk about things, really, and it sort of.
But it's hard when the mic doesn't work.
When they're not playing as well as they can play or you expect them to play.
I think it's the same with all money matches, though, isn't it?
I think so. Well, you've been there when I've played
I've seen a couple
not as well as I can
it
play.
wasn't great.
Do you know what I mean? But the truth is, it ain't easy, man. Unless you're that person, it's not easy. It's not.
I always I played for 50 quid once, and I found the worst thing about it was playing for other people's money.
Why didn't you have your 50 quid on yourself? You wanker.
Couldn't afford it when I was 16.
Oh, you joke, I did that when I was 15, 16. I played for 50 quid and it was like, none of it was my money. But if I won, I got half. It was like, it was...
Get more nervous, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're off to Qatar, aren't you?
See if the pool's any better out there.
I heard that when you went to New Zealand, you're supposed to be out there for a couple of years. But you bottled, didn't you?
About 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and then you went over and off and you came back.
Lasted 2 months.
So why though? Oh, you got sacked.
Yeah.
What, for being shit?
No, because we went to the pub every lunchtime.
So what's to say you're not going to do that in Qatar?
You get shot if you go to the pub every lunchtime out there. Get like your balls chopped off.
It'd put you off a bit, wouldn't it? Yeah.
A little bit.
I reckon you're stupid enough though.
I'd probably live without the balls. As long as they don't cut.
That's the thing. If I was well, I'm going to say it as if you said of all the people to go out and work in Qatar and not get into trouble, you'd be bottom of my list. I think you're fucked, mate. I think you've got absolutely no chance. You're going to go out there, you'll take it easy for a couple of weeks, and then you're going to go, oh, Jimmy Jobbins, he had a few beers on last Thursday, he got away with it. Oh, Mickey Manua, he had a few beers on the Sunday, he got away with it. Blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, you go and get shit-faced on the Sunday and get banged up. Or just your fingers chopped off.
Yeah. I'd rather get banged off than my fingers chopped
No,
off.
banged up. You're in trouble, mate. Oh, you might be. You've grown up, have you? Well, he can play at plain ball and just about come round the back of the black, maybe, but then if he hits it too hard, he'll go beyond the red. Actually, that was a really good shot. This isn't a gimme, but he should get it. So, no, it's actually quite a tricky shot. So, it's that's fair enough. 15-8. What I said earlier, from 7-0 to Darren, it's been 8-all since. And I was honestly, I was expecting 8-all. I was expecting it to be close. I don't know, Darren. No one cares. No, I was expecting a close game. I was hoping for a close game as well. I was hoping for like a 15-all or 16-all, but it just hasn't worked out that way.
If anybody's got any arms, turns out he hasn't.
No, he's forgot his. He left his in the car. I don't know. He's going to drive home. On the dance floor. Oh God! Shot. Yeah, that's right. Well, with your voice as well, you've got the most. I've listened to me commentate. I ain't got a commentator's voice. I know what to say, and I know I can be quite good at commentating, but I haven't got a commentator's voice. You haven't got it either, because you're thick as shit, and you haven't got a commentator's voice. You've got the most boring voice. No offence.
But at least I match the pool we're watching right now, right?
No, you're a bit more flamboyant at the pool. You're quite good to watch, actually, even if it does mean saying total snooker every frame. You're exciting to watch.
It's a shame I can't play a money match before I go, really.
You play one in your 2 weeks when you get back, don't you?
Yeah, that'd be great. 10 weeks without picking up my cue and just play a money match.
No. Don't start all that. 10 weeks, you're back for 4 weeks. So you have 10 weeks. Say you come back December the 1st, you play a money game on the 20th of December. So you've got 19 days to practice. That's far too much time to practice, if anything. And have a little go, mate.
Practicing too much is not always a good thing. it's good to be consistent.
You've got to get the balance right. I've learned that the hard way. You can play never and say, oh, it's alright, don't matter. It does.
I'll give you a little money match when I get back if you want. Just a little sneaky 50 quid that you probably owe me.
What do I owe you, 50
money
quid?
For the Ronnie O'Sullivan thing.
No, I don't know. I owe Dave Graham. I've got to give it to you, have I?
Paid it.
I've got to give it to you. Okay.
We'll pay for that when I get back after I've had like 19 days practice.
Yeah, alright, we'll go double or quits.
You might have to give me a start because you probably play every day.
Don't play every day, dickhead. I've played every day since ever. Alright, what do you want? 3 to 15.
Alright, yeah, I'll go with that.
Alright, double or quits on the Ronnie O'Sullivan ticket at the Crucible.
Yeah, we're not playing there, are we? We're playing a match table down there.
No. That's where the Ronnie O'Sullivan ticket is. So you was on the table with Dave Graham and Welford and that?
Yeah.
Louise didn't get it looking?
I only bought it like the week before, then I realised I was going to class.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't get it looking.
That should be a good laugh, that. It should be quite good. I'd rather have paid the extra 30 quid and got a frame against bloody Ronnie. I'd have been over the moon with that.
They'd probably do some sort of raffle.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Have to get your money out, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to do a bloody silent bid, ain't you? And you end up paying 100 quid for not even getting a frame against Ronnie. It's not.
So who's your next money match, isn't it, Dan?
You, 50 quid.
You're going to fancy someone before then, aren't you?
Huh? No.
There's just too much animosity these days with money matches. You can't just play a match, shake hands at the end and...
Joking aside, it does sort of seem like that. And that's a couple of the rules. There's one or two people that I could play for money that I'm not going to because I can't stand them. And you play them and it's not about the money. It's not a money game. It's about you're too worried about losing to the person you don't like rather than concentrating on playing the game and just beating them. And it's not, I've got a couple of stupid little rules. One of them is I can't play someone I can't stand, and you can't play someone who's your mate. So it's all right going, oh, I'm Reading, well, you and Priesty should play. Well, well done for saying that, but we get on really well. We're good friends. Yeah, we're good mates. It's not, And then you go, well, why don't you and so-and-so play? And I go, well, I won't play him because even though I fancy beating him, I can't stand him so much to a point where if I lost it would destroy me. And if I won, I'd be quite happy, but it's not,
Yeah, you've got to find that little balance, haven't you?
Yeah, it's, I could probably come across like you're dodging people sometimes, but it's not. It's,
I think the worst thing about even talking about the pool here, because it's just almost, it's like watching jab play really, isn't it? It's just kind of pop balls and hope for the best. Was he hoping for a skill shot there or something?
I don't know what he was doing.
Was never going in that pocket.
Don't know what he was doing.
And Richard's a little bit
When you
screwed here because
look at their faces, what do you see?
Blank expression, really.
But you see now, player looking really relaxed and Puey maybe breathing a bit heavy. Because he's a bit nervous and anxious, and when you're quite far behind, and only once, but I've been there, in money game, where I've started badly and I've been behind the whole game, you just feel nervous and anxious the whole match. You never settle. That's what Puey's going through now. He's much better than this, but he's not played very well tonight.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be like this from the start, really, because
you thought player win easy?
So bad, he's just putting more pressure on himself.
Because what?
He wanted to beat player so bad, he put far too much
I think
pressure on
that
himself.
could maybe have had something to do with. I know what you mean. it's a funny kind of pressure to deal with, the fact that one of them plays for England, the other one's just a pub player, gobby bloke. But, completely honestly, Darren plays quite good. He plays County A. He is probably too good for County B. You know, he's alright, he can play. But because he's gobby, people would assume he's rubbish. And he ain't rubbish. He's not rubbish.
I think he was rubbish a few months ago. But since he's been, I think when he signed up to play at Money Match in Welford, he practiced like almost every day, and he got a lot better. And obviously, when you practice more and you pot more, you get more confident.
Yeah, my personal opinion is that the player, being a very gobby fella, doesn't struggle to handle 20, 30 people watching him as much as Rich might do, because he's not used to the situation and he's not been in the situation before. Where Rich, although Rich probably is a slightly better player than Darren.
I don't think he is.
Well, maybe not. It's a very even game, but tonight hasn't been even. It's been one-way traffic, and it. I don't know. I think a money game suits the slightly gobbier bloke if there's a crowd watching. If there were 4 people watching, I think this would be closer. If they play again, it'd be a much closer match, because Rich would have experienced having 30, 40 people watching him. Maybe.
But then again, he plays for England, so he should be used to having 50, 60 people watching him, loads of shouting.
Good point. Well, we've both done that. Played for England and that. Juniors is the...
That's when I played my best, when everyone's watching.
Do you know what?
Give it the bigger...
Mate, you ain't far off the same for me. One of my best experiences ever. I'm repeating this now because I've said this already, sorry. But I'm sure there's not many people watching anyway. But when we won the England under 16s team thing in Bridlington and we beat Wales in the final 17-16, I don't think I've ever been so excited, happy, over the moon, buzzing, however you want to describe it. I don't think I've ever felt like that before over Paul. Honestly, team event, we got about 70 quid each. It's not about
the money, is it?
It was such a buzz. It was such a good experience.
Not only just playing for your country, but playing with friends.
Oh, mate, we stopped at the services on the way back, and Mel B went in there. And I got her to sign my hat. And I went to her, "Do you know who I am?" And she just laughed. I was only joking, obviously. She knew who I was, but I was only joking. But that's a dreadful shot, Pewee. But it meant so much to me back then. That's a good shot. Oh, a little bit too hard. But it meant so much. Yeah, but give the guy a bit of 16-8 down. You know, you probably look at that. Couldn't have come out any better. Good finish, yeah. 16-9.
That's it. That's all I do. That's me. Done my bit there. You happy? You happy with that? Just done my bit. How many listeners? Never get it. So. Yep. Same. How many people have you got?
Thousands, Mark.
Thousands. Send us in I can tell you actually how many.
4.
I know for a fact Harley's watching this.
He's watching it here and on the stream.
No, he's about to go to bed.
Huh? Can you feel me? Yeah.
I'll be singing it at home.
What do you want to sing? Oh, we got a little side bit of entertainment. Grover's going to sing "Can You Feel Me In" by Craig David. Let's go. 10 seconds. That's all we want.
You happy, Mark? Yeah, it's finished. Alright, we'll start the next song.
Whatever it is.
What stars in their eyes? Good luck in Qatar, Callum. He's going to come back in like the robes and that. I'd love that. That's not racist. Is that racist? Don't worry about it. Alright, fair enough. So, Callum, what's your views on the refugee crisis?
What's a refugee?
What did he say?
He said, let's lock the gates now. Because we have got gates.
Oh, you've gone down the lock-in route.
It's not the Prince of Wales, Callum. We can't just shut everyone up. Wednesday.
It's a good chance there.
I'm going a few years back just for your commentary, not for your game.
Lock the gates.
He's done me there.
What's your views on the refugee crisis at the moment?
Obviously for the viewers, the listeners, not viewers, and viewers. Just let them all in, really. Yeah, it's too late now. Yeah, the country's already done, so just let them in now. Let them do their bit. They're all right.
What are you going to do?
Pardon?
When you say let them do their bit, what sort of bit?
Just sort of run riot and that. Litter. Just, yeah. They're all right, they're all right. They're all right.
Would you, if you had a spare room at your house, would you let one in?
One, it would probably be a family.
Yeah, do they get cash or not? Have they got cash on them? They're not staying in there for like a fucking...
Well, how much do you need?
They're not going to pay me a dinghy a month. I'm not interested. No, that's it now, because I'm going to get arrested.
What's it? What price?
Long
Battery's gone? No, it hasn't gone. Oh, Grover, Tony's come over. Oh, the battery's gone, Dave.
This has been off for
No,
ages.
it hasn't gone, mate. You just turned the fucker off.
You turned it around.
What, so we missed the whole refugee talk?
No, I think we got that. I think we got that because I can hear everything. So don't worry about that.
I could see this little bar going up here when, like, no, the one going up there now is his, but when he talks, it goes right up there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're back now. The bar's going up, people can hear me. Now we're talking. That is a very big break there. Shame he's going to struggle from here. It's unfortunate, really.
Must have been your mate were out there.
Okay, so
Common as fuck, I see him everywhere.
so again, to keep plugging on, but from 7.
I can turn up about halfway through.
Very well to be that.
No, just average.
AJ's gone. AJ's gone. So we're on one mic here.
All right. Cheers, AJ.
Yeah. Now me and Callum have got to get close and his breath stinks.
Well, the worst thing is my mic hasn't been working for the whole night. I didn't know how to turn it on.
been. You can see it. My mic's gone.